So,
I think we should be live.
hello everybody!
In case you don't know us, we are Roger and Arno from Fawn Studio. Hello, Merides? Am I pronouncing that right? I'm already struggling with the streaming thing. We are indeed live. Thank you so much for watching. And we are here to give you a little development update on the Wandering Village. Talk about all the stuff that has happened since launch. Which has already been a while, but there's also been quite a lot happening.
There's a lot of things going on. There have been many things that happened since the early access release. But now just to actually tell why we are here, why we're doing this, is after the big success of the early access launch, we thought, hey, there are many people now waiting for content, wanting to see new things, and having us developing the game really fast, but that's just not how things work. Everything takes a good time. So what we can do is actually share insights with the community. So at least you are on the way with us, and it's not just like you waiting and without actually knowing if you're doing anything or not.
Yes, so, because we are actually working. We didn't just take all the money and run away to Bolivia.
Well, we did some cool stuff with the money so far, actually, and we will talk about it. So we had what did we do? We went to a theme park together. We had a big 6 years of Stray Fawn party.
It was our birthday.
I had 2 weeks of holiday.
Yes, you were away.
Other people also had holiday.
But they weren't abroad, they were just like sitting at home and recuperating.
Yeah, a lot of people were just like, I just need some antisocial time. I need to stay in the bed and play video games.
To wind down.
Yes.
From the launch, because it was very stressful. And hello to Grinder Reborn and I know that name, Virus Snow. Virus.
You know this name?
Snow? Weren't they commenting the last time around when we were doing
I'm not sure, but maybe. Hey.
Yes. See?
Oh, okay.
I have.
Just one thing I also want to say. So we will try to make this a regular thing.
We are aiming for the first day of every month.
Exactly, but just like next month's not going to be easy because it's so close to New Year. For now, I'm optimistic, but he will be working at social service.
Yeah.
So he will not be around. Maybe I can gather some other developers to do this kind of stream. That would be nice. That said, let's start with the first topic, right? So, and this is actually the current version of the game.
The one that we're actually working on. So, all of the bugs that are Hello Side class from next door.
Yes, here's somebody writing who's just 2 rooms away from us.
Yeah. So this version is actively being worked on. This is our development branch, and it's gonna have all the bugs that are currently in the game. There's not a lot of playtesting exactly going on with this version. We're just kind of turning it up right now. And yeah, so let's get into it. I think this is new.
Oh yeah, this is new.
This is like a panel that brings you to our roadmap, in case you have not seen that. But
actually, tell me, why are you using a mouse? This is 2022 now, okay?
Yes, because one of our big updates features in the new update is controller support. So I think we can we can say that the Xbox version coming.
Yeah, there's an Xbox version coming. That was announced a long time ago.
And also we are absolutely planning on a better Steam Deck support. It's already playable, but we're aiming to make it fully playable on the Steam Deck. Yeah. If you are one of the lucky few who has one of those. Well, they're rolling out now, right?
Yeah, I think besides in Switzerland, you can already get them.
Yes. So yes, controller support. So let's play the game with the controller. As you can see, I'm just using the controller to go through all the different options. You can also see most menus are already adapted to controllers. There's the controller layout. we haven't connected the game to Twitch, even though we are the developers and we're streaming on Twitch.
Hey, it would be easy to do, but for me, it's not about that this time. So.
Let's not do that right now, because well, we could start a new game. We have streamlined this new game window, so it's clearer that tutorial is only available when you're playing novice. And so once you uncheck tutorial, you can select the other modes, and that also enables you to play novice mode now with customized difficulty. So novice is actually easier than adept this time around.
Yeah. It didn't used to be like this.
Yes.
People, maybe they didn't even know it, so...
Well, it was a little confusing.
Yeah.
But let's jump into a game that we've already started. I called this one owned.tv, in case you are ancient like me, that will mean something to you.
Well, I have never...
And I think it's the platform we're streaming on, isn't it? Owned.tv.
I don't know owned.tv.
It's this new purple thing. And yeah, that's the Wandering Village with controller. Full disclosure, I have barely played with controller, because for me it's just easier to test with a mouse and keyboard.
Actually, that's now great. I can use the mouse, and you can just use the keyboard, so we can work together.
That's a very weird thing, hybrid controlling a video game.
Even though the focus can only be on the game or on something else. So.
This is a little town I've started. I don't know, what do we want to show? Let's open the patch notes, why don't we?
Yes, for sure.
We can read them. I don't think it's all that interesting to look at all of them.
Yeah, we can read them also because it's a lot of things. Also, it's not something that will stay, so let's just read it out loud. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so one big thing we already told you is the gamepad support. It was a lot of work so far. We're still on it. It's still a little bit buggy.
We had to replace the entire input system. Because Unity's new input system was probably too buggy for production.
I think we can actually just go through the bullet points and then try to show it as fast as we can. I mean,
also, if you go to settings, you can see we have a new autosave setting. So no more running into a bug and losing hours and hours of progress.
Exactly. And that's pretty cool. You can set the interval. Actually, did we fix that there is some, how do you say it, a lag while it's saving?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's figure it out.
Yes.
If we see some lag from time to time, we will know they're still in it.
But autosave is turned off anyway. Also, I can't change the settings. How do I do that?
Maybe it's a bug. Maybe you need the mouse.
Maybe it's a bug.
Because the scroll sensitivity is actually not meant for the controller, is it?
Yeah, right. Well, maybe it's getting confused by us using both at the same time, which is not usually how you play video games. Hi, search.
So, and also just to repeat, this is like our current version. This is not a playable version for other people. So there are bugs. It's not like we don't need to hide them. It's just a totally regular thing in development. So, but just don't go telling around that the game is fully buggy while it's just a developer version. Thank you. So now,
I don't know. This is these are the time.
So you're playing it for not the first time with controllers?
Not the first time, but
how many hours have you put into it playing it with controllers?
0.1.
Okay, so it's like me. It's like checking something out, being a bit like, oh, this is cool and this is not cool. Let's change that. But I have never played the game just for the sake of having fun, but only just to do some short tests with the controller.
Where was the ring menu? I want to show the ring
with
menu.
Y. What's going on? Let me check something.
That's not a good demonstration of the controller support.
If I go back in
working
here,
just a few hours ago.
Could you press it again?
Yes.
What's going on here?
Maybe it's confused about us using mouse and the keyboard.
No, it worked every time so far. Let me try it. That's very weird. Now, I really wanted to show the ring menu because it's like one thing I worked a lot on.
Oh, poor Roger.
Also, there's a lot of new things. Oh no, that was regular.
Yes,
right?
the timing shortcuts have always been on the shoulder buttons. Zoom in and out with the triggers. A and B.
Hey, now it's opening.
Now it's working.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm pretty sure there are other developers of our game looking the stream right now. And they are like, oh no, I still need to fix this.
I think Naomi has already.
Oh yeah, she's not around. Oh, good for her. So she's not blaming her.
Out.
Yeah. So here's the ring menu. Forget that it didn't open before.
The disable tool is also completely
yes, we
new.
have a new disable tool because now you can actually just disable all your production buildings at once. Like just go over this and it's gonna close.
But we need food, Roger.
We need food. Okay, let's turn it on again. Ba-bam. So now we can disable and enable things way faster. But there's also another method to do the worker management, right?
Yes, that is also entirely new.
So
hey, Ms. Rocks, good to have you here because the other new feature that we have in terms of UI.
You can go to it via the ring menu, or there's also a shortcut on the how would you call it? D-pad?
It's also a D-pad shortcut. Nice to know. But here's the worker management. So you have all of your jobs in here. In case, poison plants or something like that, you need to manage your workers very quickly. You don't want to click on every building. You can just say worker post, put everyone into the worker post because they're good at destroying poison plants. We don't need any blooming researchers. Berries, who needs berries? Farm, everyone is fired. Sawmill, you're all out of a job. And now you've got 10 worker posts and 25 unemployed people, but you can all manage that from this one menu, which is nice.
This is something we implemented because it was one of the most asked feedbacks or requested features. People were saying that they don't have enough possibilities to manage the city if something is really in a state of emergency. So now with this, you can way faster just change the entire workflow and pipeline of how your village works.
Yeah, it was also one of my personal most requested features because I like this kind of stuff. Also because I ripped 50% of the game design off of Banished.
Don't say that out loud. Because we ripped it not only from Banished, but from Frostpunk, from, I don't know, Airborne Kingdom, from our childhood games. And that's how games are made,
I think
right?
that's the creative process. We were very inspired by Banished. Banished is a pretty good video game. I mean,
there's an inspiration. There's a pretty stupid filter, which is your body. No. It's not a rebuff. Banished is top tier.
Does Banished have this? Checkmate, atheists.
But not also a thing we'll talk about later. Not only we have this, but another mobile game figured out that they have this too.
They just had the same idea coincidentally.
Also, just to repeat for those who didn't start right from the beginning, today we're going to talk about all the new features that we are currently implementing for you to play very soon. We will talk about just post-release things like our holidays, or that we went to a theme park, the 6 years of Stray Fawn Studio Party, and just also looking back at how far we have come.
Controller support.
Talk about control support. Talk about a mobile game who used first our pictures for their ads, and they implemented an ombu also for a video ad. So we have to talk about this. It's pretty serious. Yes, and I want to talk about the Game Hub playtest party. But there's a lot of things. We have a lot of time. Let's move on.
I'm just gonna build a little bit here in the background while. Also another thing, because this is our production version. We can cheat.
We can cheat.
You don't get that
That's
in
the small things we can do.
You don't get that in the release version, we're very sorry. But that also enables us to show you the new stuff, because we can just go and research everything.
I'm sure somebody will mod the game to find out how to cheat.
Yeah, probably. Also allow us to build buildings for free, and then we can show you the 2 new buildings. There's only 2 new buildings in this update, but it's mostly a quality of life update and cool features update.
It was not a big content update.
Yeah.
The big content
update is
we
planned
will also
and
talk
coming.
about. Yeah.
So one of the new buildings is this granary, which is basically just a pantry, but larger, because the pantry got pretty blimmin' useless in the late game.
Build the thing and the image will be revealed. Now let's go closer.
This is the granary.
It's really a vibrant building. I like it a lot. I just saw it yesterday because I was totally on the controller support side of things.
It's way too pretty for something that just stores food.
It's all these flowers would technically need a gardener who's there pretty often, but it's just a food storage. So actually nobody even works there.
They're very inefficient, but...
If there would be one worker for the building, it would be a gardener.
Yeah. So that's the granary, basically. Yeah, just a large pantry. And the other new building is, if we go into the building menu, where did I put it? The Ombu Punishment Building, which is a work in progress name.
Yes.
You can see Ombu is eating there.
We actually don't have a name.
Punishing him. It was originally called the Ombu Whip. Why not read chat? We are kind of reading chat, but it's kind of hard to focus on everything at once.
Yeah, we have just a lot of things to talk about. I'm very sorry.
So this was originally in the concepts the Onbu Whip. The whip was pretty hard to realize because it's like a large physics thing that has to be visible even if it's on the
and
rear facing side
mechanics.
of Onbu. Yes. So we made it into this giant battering ram, which currently does not have a better name. But it is the Onbu Punishment Building right now.
Look at those spikes. They're really oof. It looks like it would hurt a lot.
And what does it do?
Is it yet animated? Actually?
It is not yet. I think Marcus is still working on that.
Oof, I don't want to see it. I just think about how much it would hurt.
Well, let's lay off a worker here. Can I lay him off like this? Help me with the controller support. I haven't really played it all much.
I haven't played it much either, but tell me.
No, I don't
click
know.
On the building. Now it just need to.
Yeah,
it's already focused. No, that's a thing. I guess it's also a bug we still have. It looks like it's not focused, but you should already be.
No, I don't think
You're
so.
not?
No. Well, let's just do it like this. Now that we have our cool worker management thing, let's just lay off like 2 workers at the worker post, and now we have enough workers for our own punishment building and also unstop time. So if you've ever had problems like, oh, you were on an evil playthrough or on an I'm just gonna abuse Ombu to make my people survive playthrough, you might have had problems with Ombu never listening to you because he didn't feel like it.
Also, we thought like the evil buildings are not useful enough, so we need something to make.
Yeah, I just thought the evil playthrough wasn't entirely viable because he would never listen to your commands, but now you can make him with this whip button. Once again, I do not know how
Let's figure it out together.
That is the wrong button, quite clearly.
What did you press?
X. X goes into the details.
Yeah. Okay, that's something. Okay. Yeah. That's something I implemented, and I was also like, why is this so? But maybe it makes sense. We still have to come together as a team and talk about the user experience with control support. Yeah. So we will still iterate over it.
Hi Ada, you're late. Yes, it's the Ombu Punishment Building. In case you're on your evil playthroughs, or dark playthroughs, or bad karma playthroughs, or whatever, and want to force Ombu. Yeah, discipline is a good name. Or command enforcer. That sounds like a command and conquer unit or something like that. Yeah, but let's cheat a little more. and set Onbu's stat, Onbu's trust stat to 0.
You're showing stuff here. Oof.
So now
exclusive insights into the game.
Oops, hello, that is not what I wanted. God damn it, I'm not used to playing with a controller. How do I go down there, Roger? Help.
To go down there? I don't know. I've never did it.
Well, I'm just gonna play like this now. Okay. So, now that Onbu doesn't like us anymore,
actually, I know.
You know.
I think, I think I know. Here, with the ring menu, you can go to the Onbu interactions, to the worker management again, research tree, or the infos you can actually get to the event log if you want to scroll up or down. I'm just gonna show some more stuff, alright?
Do that.
The climate info, we can now look at these. They still don't have all highlighters, so we're not seeing where we are right now, but it's just some more work and it will be there. What's more on the info side, from here on you can also go to the glossary or the Elder's Notebook, right? If we would have any notifications on the right side of the screen, it would be on the sidebar. Here's the event log already checked, and status effect and the top bar. So we can also go through here all just with the controller. It's still all work in progress, as I said. Okay, let's go back. Would you want it to actually go to the Onbu interactions?
So now that I've set his trust to 0, he really hates us now. He won't listen to us, as you can see.
Oh, look, that's also a good name, the Penetrator. But I think a euphemistic name would also be nice. Something that sounds like it's...
Well, I like the motivational acupuncture by Hergamon.
Yeah.
So, but now we can just whip him. You can see our guy goes in there. No animation yet, because we're still working on that. And now he has we need an icon for that.
Oh, okay.
He has a whip status effect.
It looks so
and
distorted.
Now that he is whipped, he will listen. He has to.
But he's happy about it. More.
Maybe we need an alternate set of.
Yeah.
This was a very good description. Also, of course, you see whipping hurt him. It hurt his trust even more. And as long as the status effect is applied, he can't gain any trust. So
yeah, but it didn't hurt him a lot.
Yeah, I should probably hurt him more.
I mean, with that you could ram it. I don't know about 30
I don't
times.
know how many percent that is. It's probably too little. I didn't balance it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but those are the 2 new buildings for this update. And besides all the cool new features and the 2 buildings, we have mostly lots of little bug fixes and quality of life improvements.
Exactly. So let me go.
Also some mechanics improvements, not only quality of life.
I will check the...
Yes, you go through
the patch notes. So what do we have here? I will not display it because it may be subject to change, and I don't want people now to do a photograph and then it's just not the current version anymore. Okay, now, but that's a lot.
Yeah, that the bug fixes aren't the most interesting thing, I think. May I?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna pull the chat up again, just in case. 28 Onbu punishment buildings. Just to one-hit KO him.
Maybe we go to the improvements directly?
Yeah, I think so. The bug fixes aren't very, very interesting.
Yeah.
One of the big complaints was actually the planting
that was
and
my
harvesting.
Fault, people, I'm sorry.
The planting and harvesting UI before, because they were initially looked like this, and they were both active, and once you toggled them and pressed them in, they were inactive, and everyone was confused, like, hey!
Yeah. It could be easily interpreted as that they were inverted, so people would actually deactivate it instead.
So now it's just this selector, which clearly spells out what it does, to hopefully avoid further confusion. Another thing is, if you remember, some plants had a gray bar here in the temperature condition where they wouldn't grow. So if you were in a climate zone where they would not grow, they would just like block the entire field unless you harvested them manually, because they weren't decaying, they weren't being harvested because they were just frozen in time. That's out completely without replacement. Now the plants decay or they grow and will get harvested, so no more gumming up your fields with stuff that
also complaint that came a lot of times was that farmers would just place their plots, and if there was a ombu spike, they would just cut the spike away. And now it's no longer possible just with the farmer to remove the spike.
Roger so means is
you have to actively do it. Actually,
are there any spikes? Yes, up here. Before, when you put a plot over a spike, it would just automatically harvest the spike, which would hurt ombu and lead to lots of frustration.
And also the mother trees.
Yes, now those aren't viable for plot placement anymore.
Yeah.
The gray bar was the most confusing thing ever. Thank you. I had to fight to get that removed. Let's see.
What's more?
Some smaller improvement, like in the tutorial. Maybe some of you might have noticed if you in the tutorial where you had to collect 10 wood and then you use that wood again and you'd go under 10 wood, it would uncheck that tutorial. That is not the case anymore.
Oh, many buildings now have back doors.
Yes, many buildings now have back doors. So back then, if you've had, for example, a good example was this warehouse. Let's put it over here, where the entrance is pretty far away from anything useful. People had to walk all their way around it. Now many buildings have back doors. So let me make an example. Let's see. What stuff do I have? Oh, some collapsed buildings. I can also show that later.
Yeah, how is the earthquakes going on?
It's still a work in progress, but it's going.
This is not in the patch notes for now, is it?
It is further down there.
Okay.
Can you please fix poison plants destroying road? It is. It is not. It is not. It was not a bug. It was intentional, but it happened way too often. Now it shouldn't really happen anymore randomly, but plants can still then spread over roads so that you can't box them in with roads.
That was the thing why we put them. People could just build walls with roads.
And because roads are like free to build, you could just box the plants in and never worry about them again.
So we needed them to actually
be infectable.
Yeah.
What did I want to do? I wanted to give someone lots of like, let's see, cool. Add resource to occupant. Give that guy 500 wood planks. Oh, that's way
too much.
Yes, I know.
Max is 200.
55. It's because it's a
Oh, is it?
Yes.
255. Okay.
The max is 255. I was just a little bit too excited. As you can see, 255 is totally viable. Now this guy has 255 wood planks. That was weird.
Kannst du noch schnell das weg da? Dankeschön. Ich kann nur mich sehen können, ob ich überhaupt im Bild bin. Danke. That was Swiss German, by the way. This is a rarely spoken mountain dialect of the Germans. What crazy? What?
Crazy moon language. I speak several moon languages. Didn't recognize these stone as spikes. Yeah, that's not you being dumb. That still happens from time to time, and we should probably still address that, because just like harvesting 2 at the beginning and Ombu instantly hates you. It's a little bit too harsh, probably.
Up for a great start.
Yes. Well, maybe we should add some more workers so I can show you those back doors. Spawn workers. Let's say 100. And now you have 100 workers running around here.
Can you do that again, please?
Can do that again?
Can you spawn 500 people?
I can.
I want 500 villagers. Okay, new record is set. Okay.
And I think we should have now unlocked the achievement.
Also, did you see any frame drop? Nope. Still working great.
Now you can see all of these guys with their wood planks.
It looks like one big wood.
Into the back door here. Because the buildings now have back doors. You don't have to walk all the way around them.
What is this? Somebody wants to offer promotion?
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, thanks a lot. But we're actually not that interested.
You were a little bit more polite than I was. I shouldn't be so abrasive online.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't read the dodgehype.com thing. No, please go away. Still polite, but no, thanks.
How do we ban him instantly?
No. All good. No need to be hating. Yeah, maybe it's a bot.
I just don't know how to ban people because I'm an old man, and the save file is literally called owned.tv.
Oh, but you youngsters know how to cancel, right?
Make coffee for Ombu, please.
Okay, I will do it.
Bye, Roger. Oh no, Ombu has had his coffee. He's had too much. He's freaking out.
Where's the coffee at? Where's the coffee? Hello.
Right click on him in our chat. I guess it doesn't work in the OBS dockable window.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna not bother with that. Yeah, what else have we added? Lots of stuff.
So tell me about the earthquakes. We already had earthquakes in the early access version. Now I thought that they are not enough impactful. A lot of stuff got destroyed, but for me it took like 2 or 3 minutes and I could just continue playing the game as nothing had happened.
Yes.
That said, I'm playing the game pretty okay-ish, good, so that's why it's not a big impact. For others, it may have been a big problem.
So yeah, like Roger said, the earthquakes just made everything collapse, and then it was auto flagged for reconstruction, and then it was maybe like out for 1 or 2 minutes. Your buildings, not very impactful. Now you have to do that manually. Big fun. And it costs resources.
Big fun.
No, but it is kind of offset by destruction from earthquakes being more focused. So we're really like planning to.
Yeah, just keep on.
we're really planning to like disrupt your production chains so that you actually have a reason to try to get them up to speed again. And yeah, you do you're crazy village building. And now, of course, you have to manually assign them for reconstruction. You have
Something's not good.
Prioritize them because it costs resources to rebuild them. Ah, yes, if you mean coffee with the energy booster, yes, that is in the game, but it's.
Oh. No, they're too fast.
Roger, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Let me just get the mouse and scroll. I think the mouse is locked inside the window.
Hey, but I can't wait to just sit at home on my sofa and play with the controller.
Or with your Steam Deck.
Yeah, I don't have a Steam Deck personally, but the company has one, so
yeah.
Can't wait. It's great.
So, but now let's try going through all of these improvements methodically and
let's
just let these people here sit around doing nothing and
I'm
being
just
homeless.
too excited.
That's tutorial. That's not so. Another slight annoyance of the early access version is now you can drag tools all the way out here that used to stop somewhere, and then you'd have to use the tools twice.
Okay, never realized that.
We've improved that. The improved game over screen. Now that we've already cheated, we can cheat a little bit further and set Ombu's health. This is what I wanted, to 0.01. And now he's almost dying because we have massively improved the game over screen. Before that was pretty unceremonious.
Could we give the last hit with the Ombu spike?
Yes.
It already happened.
No,
now
he's
it's
still
just laying
alive.
down.
But we can kill him with our whip. We are very cruel.
Goodbye, Ombu. You have served us very good.
Do it.
Do it now. Oh no! Look what
We
happened.
have tragic music and a new game over screen, and you can see Ombu's death animation in the background.
There's no music.
God damn.
There's no music. Where's the music?
Okay, in that case, we
down.
have to go over that once more. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We just had to kill him for demonstration purposes. But not to worry. We accept that, and we can just load the last save, and he'll be back like nothing ever happened. And thanks to our new autosave feature, we didn't lose much progress.
We were asked, do people ever go to use the houses? Houses just need to exist. And no
At the
need,
moment,
no
houses
road.
just need to exist. Oh, also we've added different variations of houses. As you can see,
right.
they have like different pillows in front or different window layouts. No, at the moment, houses just need to exist. I absolutely want to do I call it the neighborhoods update, where you like have to lay out sensible neighborhoods, add decoration, quality of life, not too close to an industry. But when that will happen is another question, because right now we are finishing this update and then gearing up for the big content update for next year. Okay, but back to the little improvements in this update.
Yeah, performance on large villages is now also improved. How did we do that? Do you know? That was probably Micha's work.
Yeah, that was probably
right?
Micha. I think it has something to do with the pathfinding or something like that. The dung collector now actually makes sense, because before the dung collector worker would just stand around doing nothing.
Yeah.
Now
He's standing around, but he's in the building.
he's in the building and he actually helps carry the dung around. So
okay.
he's actually useful.
Okay.
But right now there's no one who needs dung, so let's build him a compost heap. Why not? Right next door. And now you should see, once he has done his waiting, he goes inside, takes some dung, and now he's gone inside.
So, Oddbox Geo is asking if we can
Still
assign
on.
specific villagers to certain jobs, roles. He would
Not
love that
at the
for
moment.
Twitch viewers. No,
Yeah.
no, not at the moment. I mean, no.
It's a
I
little
don't
too
think that we will do
micromanaging,
that.
probably.
Yeah, because we are actually just our game's more. You say there's a job, whoever's free, come and help us to fill up this job role. It's not about selecting a character and then sending him like you would do in an RTS as Age of Empires or so. It's another type of game. It's very related, but we do handle things differently.
We want to reduce the amount of micromanagement. That's why we also have this cool new
Exactly.
job management window, in case you've just joined us. We have 602 unemployed workers because we're cheating. Well, let's just employ everyone. Why not?
Now we only have 503.
Really? Only? I thought no,
580.
580.
Sorry.
That would have been weird.
So some more things improved. A lot of selection tools are differently. And rebuild. We added rebuild cost
Yes,
for destroyed buildings.
said
Now
that already.
actually, you
So-
get to know what you will get back.
Yes, the deconstruction the resource you get from deconstructing a building are now shown, and because you have to manually rebuild them, also the cost for rebuilding them is shown. So let's just do that. It reverts to like a construction site.
But
People have to
before,
carry
now in the
materials there
current
again.
early access version, did you had to have wood and stone to rebuild an level, or was it just time? Did you actually needed resources?
It was just work.
Yeah.
That was
Good.
needed.
Okay, great that we changed that.
Yes.
Earthquakes start to make sense now.
And like I said, so to avoid you having to click on every single building that collapsed, fewer buildings collapse now. But we try to make it more focused, so you can see these two have collapsed, and that makes a lot of sense because they are both food production buildings. And if you want to get your food production going again,
so it's actually exciting for the player as it's a sector of your economy who is turned off, and now you have to run and fix that really fast.
Catgirl Pascal asked, when is this update coming?
Yeah, when is this update coming? We will have a playtesting session really soon, like next week. But this is for
next week, I think.
I think it's Friday.
Yes,
and
the official is...
that just includes next week. So
yes,
I didn't because we're not that 100% sure.
We are very close to like making the first public builds that will go onto a playtesting branch on Steam.
Yeah.
And once that's been properly playtested and all the little bugs and especially controller support things, all of that fixed, we will probably early January it will be finalized.
We are aiming to have the Steam Deck with controller support certified for the City Builder Steam event. What's it called? A building sim event.
Public knowledge.
I don't know. Just pretend.
Probably around, I think, the end of January.
Huh.
When will we add Ligma? Right after we've added Sagma support, but that's not coming for another few months. I'm sorry. Where were we?
We'll ask Joe for that.
Who's Joe? Yeah, we've already talked about our small improvements to the start screen. We've now added a warning flag when the selected crop won't grow. Right now it's being overridden by this warning flag because there is no water at all. But once we add water, add resource, water.
Could you?
Oh no, it does actually grow. So because this is the herbalist, not the farm. I'm smart. So now you see there's like a little temperature flag because you're trying to plant beets. That's stupid.
I'm gonna beat you up then. Hey, could you go to the balancing? I want to check what did we balance so far. So as we said, it's less likely for plants, poison plants to grow on roads. Still possible, but a lot less likely. Oh yes, there was this compost was for nothing in the early access version.
Because
it was
in the early access version, a one compost fertilized one plot, and now it's 10.
Yeah, it was intentionally to be like one compost for 10 plots, but we did set the wrong number.
Yeah, because of a little misunderstanding with what the settings meant, it ended up with 1. So compost was useless pretty much. Yeah. But now it's actually useful, and it might make actual sense to use it. Oh, thank God! Actually,
people are really getting something out of this.
Some other things just include some other balancing tweaks. Just resource capacity of some buildings has been adjusted. Like the Ombu kitchen can now hold more than 20 mushrooms, so it can make more than just one Ombu food at a time.
Yeah.
The high digestion effect was also completely broken in the early access version.
Tell me about it.
I also never used it, and I didn't implement it into the game. I think it is the laxative is the high digestion
noises you make while you're streaming.
And that would increase, of course, Ombu's digestion and on boosts metabolism, and that would cost him a total of 150 energy previously. Now that's been reduced to 20 because it was absolutely insane.
Hey, I was about to talk about the visual improvements when I just saw that I still didn't fix that all the the laxative and the constipator still have the wrong icon.
Basically the placeholder
so
icon.
I need to write it down. Need to do some more icons for that.
Yeah, and apart from that, visual improvements are mostly I think the most visible thing is new variants, like I said, for houses. Also for the cottages, of course.
Exactly. More houses, more cottages, and different versions of the trees.
And of the rocks.
Oh, the rocks as well.
Yes.
Let me have a look at them, please.
The rocks also have, I think I've pretty much destroyed all of them. This is a new rock.
I see. Yeah.
I think this is also a new rock.
Yeah, now we have 3 versions. Okay.
We have different variations of rocks and also this tree, and I want to get rid of this little...
What is this?
It's like a tumor on the tree. I want to get rid of this, but this is a new tree, and just imagine it without this.
We added a visual effect to the poison plants because we had a lot of people with...
I can of course just cheat one.
Which are colorblind or to some other... how do you say it? Seeing...
Just to
disabilities, I don't know how to
visually impaired. Yeah. We just need some accessibility features. Now have a little particle effect.
Yeah.
And they start growing at a slightly larger size, and we're still looking into like maybe improving the ground blending, so that's a little bit clearer where poison is.
We added a little bit of saturation to some of the poison plants, not this one, but like the growing one. Mm-hmm. And now with the movement, it should be a little bit easier to see them. We actually don't want to make them totally easily visible. It should be a part of the gameplay that you go look for them, and it's a little game of hide and seek of the poison plants. I
always imagine the scene from Nausicaa where they realize that the poison plants are now in the valley.
Yeah. So, but it's more
just
obvious.
Adds a little bit of movement and height to them. Makes it slightly easier to see. Add imposter Among Us to the game. First of all, he's called Amogus. And second of all, I'm just gonna do that.
Hey, but I think with that, we just took like 50 minutes to talk about improvements. And we thought like, okay, hey, what did we do from the early access till now? It's quite a lot, I think. But we only
Amogus.
Oh yeah, but we didn't only work on the game itself. There were a lot of things happening besides. So should we go and talk a little bit about other stuff?
Absolutely. I'm just gonna let the game run in the background with all of our 600 totally legit villagers. No, we want to show photos, right?
Yeah,
we can't really.
We will have a photograph session. Talk about it's all on the desktop.
It's all on the desktop.
Yeah, exactly.
Streaming assets. Streaming assets is also a Unity folder, so that's a very funny inside joke by Roger, which was totally intended.
Yeah, totally.
Which shall we start with?
Hey. What I'm most excited is the Land of Empires, but I don't want to start with it.
Okay,
it's like a gem that we need to save for later.
Stay until the end for Land of Empires.
I think we should go and show 6 years of Stray Fawn. I think that would be good.
I think we started with the Europa part. Maybe go
let's go chronologically.
So once everyone had kind of recovered from the release.
Mm-hmm.
We had like a company trip, I think, for the first time, really, right? We haven't had anything like this before.
We had it in the history, but that was when we were only 4 people.
Even before I joined, that's a long while back.
We went to the mountains once and did a game jam in the mountains. That's a long time ago.
That's a long while back, but not this time around. We went to Europa Park. If you're from the German-speaking part of Europe, that will probably mean a lot to you. Also, the French-speaking part, probably, yes.
So the big Europa theme park. We went there. Let's have a look. It was Halloween back then, so it's all a little bit Halloween themed. Let's have a look at these together. That's
That's a
our
fantastic image of Larissa.
TikTok queen Larissa. Pretty tired here.
Yes, I think that was day
Gazing in
2.
the sun. Yeah, I just could stay for one day. He stayed 2 days. It was like one day of fun.
We
Go on all the cool.
we stayed overnight on all the cool roller coasters.
Roller coasters.
And some of us stayed overnight because it was also Halloween. They have a Halloween event going on where they have like 5 haunted houses.
Sadly, I couldn't be there, but let's just go through these pictures right now.
Yeah, this is on one of the roller coasters. That was not scripted. That just happened.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why did you both just make the same face?
I don't know.
It must be scripted. Come on. But it's pretty rad, the picture. Oh, I cannot just move with the mouse.
Yes, because we're zoomed in. This Windows Photo Reviewer is a catastrophe.
Really?
Yes. This is a very oversaturated, a very overly bright group picture
With
from day 1.
people off the dev team and friends. So actually, let us introduce the people who are on the photo. What do you think about it?
Yes. So this guy, my God, there's a lot of grain in this photo.
Yeah, it's
No,
totally
no one likes
overshadowed.
this guy. Let's not talk about him. That's Denise.
Could you please zoom a bit out? It's not very fair to show them so close.
This is Denise.
Denise,
She
yeah.
was working as an intern for
Yeah,
us.
she did such a great job
On
with
the Kickstarter especially,
page.
yes.
Like-
And she also made the logo for the Wandering Village.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like she did this logo. I think Steffi changed it a little bit, tweaked it somewhat, but she did it really fast and really good.
There's some idiot who doesn't know what to do with his hands. Then we have Na, our
Yeah.
programmer.
She's mainly responsible for the controller support. So if you have any issues, please leave her alone. She's
Yes.
really stressed. I mean, she's doing a great job.
She had to replace the entire input system of the
But
game.
actually,
between-
she's like the main person for this update, which is coming. So let her just be free in her mind and don't get on her nerves.
then we have, of
She
course,
has so much to do.
Marcus, our 2D animator and tech artist. So he's responsible for all the little people walking about the place.
Yeah, right. He's also currently checking the water shader for the water biome,
Which is
We
our
can
big
talk.
content update, which we have not yet talked about. But
I
that
have
is-
some pictures that we can look at
Nice.
afterwards.
But that is going to be our next year's big content update.
Yeah,
Water biomes.
this next girl is
this one.
standing. She's the one who made all these cute Ombu figurines for the Kickstarter.
Yes,
so
in case
the
you've
small
seen
ones. She also is the one who did our 6 years of Stray Fawn birthday cake.
which you will see in a minute. Then we have, of course, Philo, who co-founded the studio, and is
Oh,
game designer still.
somebody mentioned the half-bald guy with the gray hair. Can we just zoom in and talk a bit about him?
I think his name is Jürgen, probably.
Yeah, Jürgen is actually a ghost. It just appears on photographs. And
Especially
behind,
in the Europa Park near Halloween.
which is a totally normal thing in the Europa Park. So look at his eye.
I can't zoom in anywhere. It's like Scorn. It's basically a Scorn Let's Play now.
Okay. Well, he was a little bit
But
surprised.
that's, of course, Philo, who did some game design on the Wandering Village, and
Yeah,
is
she's the vision keeper.
Yes. It was
Co-founder of the
originally
studio.
also her and Micha's idea, and she does or most of the marketing
Yeah.
and public relations.
She is like the best person for games marketing in Switzerland. I mean, maybe not the best, but the best I know good. And I know a lot of people.
Who's the Giga Chat with the glasses on the far right?
Oh, that must be me. Hello.
Then we have, of course, Marco,
Yeah.
who is also a marketing freelancer.
Yeah, he's doing marketing on Dorfromantik, if you know the game.
Yes.
And he's also helping us from time to time. So we just invited him with us.
Also,
I
this
forgot
is
his name.
Nadir.
Nadir.
I think he's just Marco's friend.
Yeah, it's just a buddy who
Yeah.
came with us.
And this is Nadir's best buddy, Roger, who forgot his name.
Who's that guy? No.
And then we have a Marvel superhero who just landed here.
Eating a pretzel or something?
Yes. That is Steffi, our 2D artist. So
Yeah.
all of the buildings and background assets are all drawn by her. And concept art that you see. And like the big ombu in the background is all Steffi. Who's not on here is Micha, the other co-founder and lead programmer. He was not in the Europa Park. And Claudio, our
musician. Yeah,
musician
he
and sound
just went
designer.
to Europa Park a couple of weeks before, so...
Yes. And also he doesn't really like us, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah, he's always making music too.
There's a way less oversaturated version.
Oh, and look, the guy doesn't want to be in the picture anymore, so you see him running away this time.
But we shouldn't show him because this time we can actually recognize him. So.
What did you try to do here? It's like, oh, my friends, but they were all like, no, not here for you.
I'm dodging a sexual harassment lawsuit from Marcos. That is advanced hoverhand.
Let's continue with the photos.
I think there's one
next
more.
pic, please.
Yes, these are all the same picture, and then we have a very special one.
Oh, next picture. It's a great picture.
Yeah, he photobombed us.
That also looks pretty good.
The first day was very rainy, but...
that must be gluten-free bread, because Larissa doesn't react well on gluten.
And yeah, the first day was rainy, but that was great, I thought, because there weren't many people standing in line. This is from the Halloween thing, because yeah, there was this special evening Halloween event, and they had a very spooky chair, which we just had to appreciate.
Yeah, that was the challenge.
Crane games?
Yes,
I didn't, but people...
I did. Hey, and this crane, they're so rigged. It's really, we were like there, we thought we were doing the perfect movements, and just like the crane came down, took the plushie, and every time it was really just, you see how the mechanics just open the crane, the fork, or however you call it, and it's really, you see how rigged it is, the claw.
Dungeon claw,
yeah.
Don't you remember?
And but then we realized that every maybe 10th time it just works. So we could clearly see how it's rigged, because sometimes you do the same thing and it works, and most time it just doesn't work. So,
but we did win something.
Yeah, we were stubborn enough. So they made their money, we got our plushie. It was all good in the end.
Yeah, here's just one more selfie. I think that was at the entrance, at the very beginning, probably.
Oh, what is this? A bubble bath?
Yeah, that was Frau Holle, if you know the old Brothers Grimm fairy tale. And we were just like, cool, foam. I wouldn't try to eat that, Denise. Who knows where that foam has been?
Yeah.
Yeah. There were pumpkins everywhere, including this bootylicious pumpkin guy.
Okay, next.
Is that too hot for Twitch?
Yeah, it's too hot for Twitch. You can't show naked pumpkins.
Who's that guy creeping into the picture?
And why was I not really in the video? However,
I think that only makes sense with sound. We can have sound. Oh no, that's a horrible Halloween song. I'm gonna spare you the sound.
Well.
Ada, about your roller coaster in the rain question, I have no idea, but it certainly feels cooler because the rain actually hurts your face when it hits it.
Feels you think that's a good thing?
That's cool. I love that.
No, I thought like, why should I wait in line 20 minutes or half an hour to go to the roller coaster where I feel bad about it and I'm gonna get wet? And then I still did it. but it took me a while to actually convince myself to do it.
Search Cell wants to see the first concept of Onbu. I don't think we have that image on that PC right now, but I think it's...
Yeah.
I think
we will look back, but...
It's certainly on the TikTok, and we have the TikTok page open, so maybe we can do that later.
Hey, yeah. But we have so many stuff to do, so many things to do in the show, so...
I think that was our Europa Park content, and also you duplicated that. You
does anybody of you know Europa Park 2, and what do they think about it? I like to go there every couple of years, not too often, but every time I go, I have fun.
Oh no, Ombu still hates us. That's why most of the buildings collapsed in the meantime. Well, let's just load a save where Ombu doesn't hate us.
As we have autosave.
New features. Of course, owned.tv, the platform we're streaming on. Yeah, that looks way better. Also, we haven't cheated like 600 people yet here, so... but the dev mode is probably still on, so I don't think they will need to eat. But let's just let that run in the background while we show you some photos from... What is in the development folder? Ah, that's... I see what you're doing. I'm buying what you're selling.
Excuse me? What am I selling?
I know what you're planning.
No, you don't. You're surprising me.
There's so many pictures. What do we want to show?
Hey.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's now... I think we should first just show the party pics. Mm-hmm. Exactly. This folder here.
Ah.
Yeah, and that's just from the party. And then we can talk about the Dia show that we had.
The others is Dia show.
Yeah,
okay.
That's just looking back of 6 years of Stray Fawn, not the party itself.
Which one is Roger Rocket? Is it the guy who's called Roger or is it the guy who's called Arno? I'm not sure.
Probably, but they don't know because they don't know who's who. So this is not Roger and I'm not Arno. You can call me not Arno. I will also listen to Arno, but it's better to call me not Arno.
Now you're confusing them.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Cool.
I actually, it's good to be some kind of anonymously on the internet.
Probably.
Also,
don't send me any messages on Discord. I'll find you.
Me and Xaver, a friend who you probably also know.
Yes.
We changed our names in class for 2 years in the religion class. And in the end, it came out, but the teacher wasn't actually angry at us.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. And it was like, okay.
That was fun.
Please don't do it again.
Yeah, shall we show some of our sixth birthday?
I think so.
So last Friday we had like a party for the studio's 6th birthday. We've been existing for 6 years now.
We do exist for 6 years. You know that like most game companies don't live longer than 2 years.
I've heard, yes.
Because they made a game. Normally game careers are like that. Hey, I want to make a game. Let's do it. It's gonna be just a small game. It's gonna be easy. Like 2 years later, like lots of sweat. You release a game, it's halfway cool, but nobody wants to buy it. So we are really in a very just fortunate position that we are existing for 6 years, starting 2016, I think.
Yeah. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So we had a little party in our office with like just a few friends from the hub and...
Those who were at the Gamescom actually know these decorations.
Yes, also during our launch stream there were here like the... What is it called? The banner? No,
I don't know
have
how
no
to call
idea.
it in English.
But they were also we used them a lot. So yeah, we had drinks and singing and games.
Yeah, Smash.
And of course, Jessica made us some cake. Jessica, who you've seen in the Europa Park picture.
I think actually she chose a really good font. I don't know, that's just my point of view here.
Hi, Cyclozade? Cyclozade?
Ah, that's Zaid, probably the Arab speaking translator, I think. I would assume.
That would make sense, yes. Correct.
Yeah.
You're smart, a smart cookie.
Hey, yeah.
Also, we haven't answered Crozul's question.
Hey, by the way, Zaid, where are you exactly from? I had a holiday last 2 weeks ago, and I've been to Morocco. So it was the first time that I go to an Arab-speaking country, and I really loved it there. So, but I don't know, it's such a big place. Oh, you're from Palestine? Interesting. I've never been there. I just been to your big evil brother Israel once.
Yeah, that's
Okay, let's not
difficult over there.
let's not talk politics. But so I don't know Palestine. Yeah, but Morocco. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, maybe to answer Krosol's question before he just turns off again. There's certain conditions you have to fulfill for the other monuments.
Yes, right. Where was this asked? Okay.
On
Let's.
the
I
question up there.
How can I get other monuments
the
on day
Ombu lover
100?
one.
Yeah, you can talk about the conditions, I think,
Yeah,
because people who are invested.
I'm not sure I remember them by heart, but I can check.
Oh, you mean the exact conditions?
Yes, of course.
Well, do you want to say that?
Well,
Yeah.
you just have to not build buildings that could hurt Ombu. You have to make sure its trust is very high.
Yeah. Look, one building focuses on where you're really taking good care about Ombu and less about the people, and the other one is pro people, less pro animal or Ombu. And then there's the third one, who is the monument most people get, is which when you have a good balance.
Yeah, when you're middle of the road, that's like 80%, and then we have two extreme 10% monuments for the most Ombu lovingest people and the most evilest people imaginable. Yeah, but maybe let's get back to our picture show, because before we get too sidetracked, that was our lovely cake. And we don't have a good picture from the front, but it has like a little fawn face.
Yeah, no, there's
down
one
there.
picture somewhere, I think.
There's the cake, and there's
Yeah.
all of us. You can see me with my hair open, actually.
Yeah, Steffi is missing because that was a bit sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
She was a little bit sick, so she could not take part of the party. Yeah.
But that is all of us, and then we sang karaoke. That's also me that you
Yeah.
can see there.
By the way, this is exactly the room where we are at. So you
Yes.
see the Ombu behind us. We put the streaming setup away, and instead we had the streaming station with the browser karaoke called Fawn. For those who don't know, I don't know if you have to pay for it.
Yeah, you have to pay.
Is it
like,
monthly or per day?
You can just get a 2-day pass for like $5, and you get all the songs.
Yeah, it's pretty good if you want to do karaoke with your friends. A couple of bucks, and you have 50,000 songs to sing to.
You're watching the Morocco and Canada match, right? There is a World Cup going on.
Ooh, ooh, I'm for Morocco. Safe. I mean, Canada and soccer is
I
like
think
that
Morocco
doesn't
are
match.
probably better at soccer than Canada.
I couldn't
I have
tell.
no idea, but
I couldn't tell. Okay, next pick. That's
more
me
karaoke.
singing.
That's Roger singing in his.
Angel of Death by Slayer. No, I didn't sing that. I mean, it looks like, but maybe I gave the microphone to
it's
someone
just
else.
starting.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
it.
that's your cue, Roger.
Huh?
That's your cue.
Yeah. So,
Oh my God, he's back!
How would you make? No, I'm not gonna. How are you gonna make a 6 years of Stray Fun party without the main protagonist, Ombu? So he was also very festive dressed on this day.
Here's
Here's the cake.
Here's the cake from the front. I had like I went into hysterics the first time I saw the concept art for the cake, because it looks so
But it looks just like
adorable but dumb in a way.
it looks like some sort of a character for a video game of 3-year-olds playing.
Yeah.
Right? So it's kind of
looks absolutely hysterical, but it was a cool birthday cake. And also there's memes.
there's memes.
But let's just look at the memes.
Yeah. So somebody has to read it out loud. Resident.
I don't get. It's time to work for my villager.
Meanwhile, Ombu.
Need sleep.
Villager dying with the poison cloud. Ombu doesn't give a fuck.
Reading memes out loud is kind of cringe, man.
Okay, let's not do it. But no, let's exaggerate it. My villager dying with the poison cloud. Hey, no, this is not. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, Ombu is like that.
Yeah.
Because he's stupid in the head.
On boots.
Fedora. Monbu. Also some fan art.
That's a great pick.
You can see the poop collectors. Look at them.
Yeah.
Collecting all the poop. This is again the Europa Park.
Sweet.
Yeah, some cute fan art that we got. This is very pretty.
And actually, it's with the old character design.
Yeah, that's probably pretty old here.
Yeah.
Because back then, the villagers used to be a little blobbier, like this guy. Also,
damn, that's
very
rad.
epic.
Yeah, seen that.
Yeah, the birds. There's concept art for the birds. We've promised birds in the Kickstarter. There's going to be birds that you can tame. They're just not in the game yet. There's going to be birds. That's some Halloween costume. Oops.
That was a rad Halloween costume. That was shockingly good, well made. Okay, that's I think 6 years of Fawn Studio and memes.
Yeah. Yeah, all of this is not too interesting, I think.
No, I think it's interesting, but I'm also not sure how people would feel about it if we just show them publicly.
This is a very old prototype.
Oh yeah, somebody wanted to see old Ombu
turtle.
Somebody wanted to see Ombu early concept. Here we go.
This is the earliest of concepts.
Let's show it again. Oh. And we have another one with the Ombu.
Yes. That is the very earliest of concept. Literally Discworld, yes.
No, we still need some elephants.
This is
and everything.
An early draft of Ombu's walking animation. Look at him, he's beautiful.
Yeah. By then, the world was way different, so we thought that actually it's really you don't build on a Ombu who's made out of soil and stones, but actually of flesh. But in the end we thought, hey, the concept is already pretty like far out and like so we don't need to turn everything 180 degrees, and let's stay a little bit moderate, which I still think is a good decision. It looks better with the colors that we have right now.
See what's in here when Windows Explorer has decided to stop dying. That's also Europa Park.
You can show that.
I can show that.
That's also from the crawl machine.
Claw machine.
Claw machine.
Yeah, okay. I think let's stop that before we dox ourselves even further.
Okay.
And maybe we can show you some of the stuff we're working on, because we showed you what we are working on. What's going into this next update? All from the Dev Diary channel. Well, there's some stuff.
Some stuff is from there, but it's sure. I mean, we have more than what we posted there.
Yeah. Right. If you want to see more, there's a Dev Diary channel on the Discord. You can go there. There's lots of stuff, like chronicled.
Hey, thank you, Search Cell. Toy, as we say in Switzerland. Keep up the good work. Thanks a lot.
And this is just like a little concept art of islands for the water biome, or locations events and locations that you can encounter. This is like technical drawing for the animator of.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it right now. That's actually pretty fresh. Marcus did it because he communicating with Martina, who's doing the animations, and she's a freelancer, so a good friend of the team, but she's not working in the team. And I would actually like to examine it and talk about it with you, because I want to know about it personally. So, how we will do things. Oh, just one thing before we look at this picture. For those who don't know, actually, in our world, it's not Ombu moving on the world, but the world moves with Ombu. Sounds weird, but this is because the world is actually anchored to the back of Ombu. In this way, if you're playing the game, not everything is shaking while you're building the village. So that's why we needed the camera and the village to be steady.
Ombu's back never moves, everything moves up and down.
So Ombu is like Chuck Norris. The world is Chuck Norris is not walking on the earth, but the earth is being walked by Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris jokes, and I thought I was showing my age. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but this is like just little teaser of what the water biome is gonna look like. You know, we right now have transition tiles between biomes. This is probably gonna be this one, and a usual water biome tile is gonna involve Ombu swimming. And then maybe sometimes there are little humps or something where he can stand, not waste as much energy, because he's probably gonna use a lot of energy to get through the water biome. And then he goes back out again. Because the more visually pleasing concepts are here.
Yeah, I guess some people have already seen it.
Yes.
I took this from the Death Diary channel, but it looks so good. It's incredible. It's credible, but
also
still
here
looks
he's
so good.
still walking because it's just an overpaint of a screenshot.
Yeah.
But he would most probably be swimming.
It's a mixture of a rendering and an overpainting.
That's the plan site. Hi Luris, sub. But yeah, swimming is absolutely the idea, and well, here she's also still walking because it's done with our current assets. We don't have the swimming animation yet. But this is some shader tests for the water.
Yeah.
So as you can see,
still work in progress.
Yes.
It's not done, right?
Absolutely. This is just experimentation.
Thanks a lot, Zide. Yeah, we also agree the animal should not walk on the water but swim, because I mean, hey, we have a water biome, let's swim.
Yeah,
right? Let's not walk over it.
That's the entire draw, or not the entire draw, but a big part of it.
Yeah.
And that's everything you've put into the...
Yeah, I didn't take a lot of time to show stuff we will do. Also, I think, I mean, a big chunk of the patch which is coming soon, we already showed with just playing the game. And now for the big update coming later on, we don't need to actually talk about everything right now, because it's still it's far away for us as well. We have a lot of open questions.
We're currently still preoccupied with the next update that is going live on a preview branch very soon, and onto the main branch probably early next year. Because December is always so very short.
Yes, at least in our country, it's always holidays.
Yes,
after with Christmas.
After 2 weeks of December, everyone is just gone.
New Year's. Yeah. So we still have one thing to look at, which is a great game.
Oh yes,
on mobile, and that I would like to examine with you.
Not sponsored. Wait, let me just go into this view for no particular reason at all.
Yeah.
And then let's show you a cool new mobile game that we're not sponsored by.
Introduce a new awesome
Forge game. Of Land of Empires.
Dun 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 dun.
Ooh, what's this?
Dun dun. You can
that
build
looks interesting
on a giant creature. Get a lot of numbers. But it looks good.
looks. Oh.
And now the map is weirdly a mix. I mean, the map is good,
but it's kind of.
it doesn't really fit the whole.
Yes. Also, this guy doesn't fit in here at all.
Yeah.
For no particular reason at all, let me do this.
And if it's just, I don't know.
It
I really don't know what to feel. Actually, I just think it's interesting. I'm not super worried.
I'm also not super worried about it.
I'm not angry.
Yes.
I'm not happy about it. I'm irritated, I think. I'm confused. I don't know how people think they can just do it. I don't get it. And then there are just so many open questions.
It looks like they threw a city on top of a dragon. I think, I'm not a lawyer, but I think that's exactly what
Let's
they've done.
have a look at this. Can you go frame by frame or like?
Yes, I can.
Exactly. It's really like in our game also it's an animal with a plateau, but here the plateau is just oversized on top of the animal.
Yeah, it like it moves very weirdly there. And also we don't have jiggle physics, so they have one.
And then, but then,
yeah, just it's like it doesn't connect in the front here.
Yeah, no, and you see a spike going through the plateau from the back.
Yeah.
No, if you go a little bit back, can you go with the mouse over this? Here, the spike just goes through the plateau.
Poking through.
Yeah. It looks good from afar. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
Now,
but a little bit like acid flippy, I guess.
It's probably an acid flip. I don't play many of these types of mobile games, or I just don't play them, so I'm not even qualified to say if the game is good or not. I mean, you can try it out. Actually, I'm kind of also glad. I mean, with that, I could feel honored.
Yeah, I don't never remember who said it, but like what imitation is the greatest flattery, or
yeah, but is it? If somebody just imitates you, or do you think so? Oh yes, oh thanks a lot.
That's because I'm so much better. That's kind of shitty attitude to have. Yeah, I agree, but
I don't even know. But then here it's a city on top of Ombu. Could you check out the website, please?
Should I?
Of Land of Emperor? Yeah, because it's like also here on the last screen. I'm not sure if it's actually in the game. You think it's in the game?
Yeah.
Or there was a picture where you see it, yeah. But when I check the website, I didn't see any hints that there is this Ombu dragon thing. Could you please move the browser? So here we have an Age of Empires 2 gameplay.
It's Forge of Empires, which was originally.
Yeah.
That's also Forge of Empires.
Also, the company who is doing this game is actually really big. Yeah. They just did Marvel
Snap.
Marvel Snap, and I'm getting this ad constantly.
A Chinese Facebook link.
Well, why not? It's just, I wonder about it. Is how much Ombu is actually in the game.
1 hour ago, so they're active. Why don't you try using Unreal Engine? I'm currently learning Unreal Engine because it's interesting, very cool stuff that you can do in Unreal Engine.
It's just
I do speak a little bit of Chinese.
I've seen this Ombu or the creature on the ads, but I don't see it on the webpage. So I wonder, what has the ad to do with the game?
Yeah, I mean that's a mobile game staple, isn't it? Story.
I think it's still hard to grasp how that happens. You know, I don't understand the world. I don't understand how these things happen.
Does it say anything about their publisher, Nuverse?
Because it's still a lot of work.
I'm not clicking any of these links. I'm not stupid in the head.
Okay. So what is your guys' opinion on this game?
Let's Google Marvel Snap real quick. Otherwise, in case anyone from Twitch is watching, we're not sponsored. We're just doing this because this is their game. This is our game. Cool. Yeah, this is a very similar website. Reject all. Here just Nuverse, yes, same company. So thanks, Stanley.
Oh, it was a cameo. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Larissa made a TikTok about it. So follow us on TikTok, I guess. I don't have one, but.
Yes.
Oh, we have no sound. Or do you have
Yeah,
sound?
I have sound. I have sound.
Funny. Yes. But not funny.
Do you have background music of the game?
Yes.
Still running.
Shut up.
Great.
Well, it's just TikTok sound. It's not worth it.
Yes. But not funny. Ha ha. Funny. Weird. Funny. Yes. But not funny.
Oh.
Yeah, this guy says in German basically what I said, that plagiarism is the greatest form of flattery. I guess it's,
But
yeah.
not funny. Ha ha. Funny. Weird.
So I think that's pretty good so far with that.
Is the search still here? Search cell.
No, I think he said he went on. He's translating
yes.
the game to Slovakian.
Right.
Yeah.
Slovak. Because there's already on concept.
People are saying they only use TikTok to
Blood at
check.
first. In a very early version of The Wandering Village, Umpa could have gotten fleas,
That's first.
festering wounds, and horn groves for you to mine. We figured that would be a bit too gross, so we redesigned. And now we have our gentle earth giant. Did
Yeah,
you?
thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, what I wanted to say, I already forgot. No, my God. Somebody said he or she only uses TikTok for our channel, and it's the same with me. I used it. I downloaded the app and I used it for like a month, and now I can't anymore. But if Larissa makes a TikTok, I gotta check it.
Well, the only social media I could ever get used to was Twitter, and that's over now.
Goodbye.
Rest in peace.
No. I was never much of a Twitter
Yes.
person. And I got kicked out of Facebook. My account was just deleted out of nothing. I don't know what happened. It's a really weird story.
Weren't you hacked?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I
yes,
kicked out.
yes.
I mean, my account was deleted and I couldn't get back. So I'm not using any social media anymore besides Discord, if you say it's a social media outlet.
Yeah, but let's just
Play-
in the time we have remaining, play a little more Wandering Village. Maybe?
Yeah,
Talk
I'll get
about-
some popcorn. You
popcorn.
put your fingers on your controller. We need to show them that we are what we were working on. And
Yes,
then we have
right.
to
In case you're
complain
new-
or say how great it is to play.
It has full controller support. That's the new update, because in preparation for the Xbox release and for potential Steam Deck players, and of course just people who like to play with controllers. What was the hardest language for us to deal with? Yes, it was Arabic. You're very right, mostly because of the right to left stuff.
Hey, but I mean, for now, it's
Yeah,
we are over the mountain.
yeah,
where there was a lot of
it
work.
cost a lot of initial work, but then now it's pretty straightforward. Don't
Hey,
need
no,
to feel
side.
bad,
No,
absolutely
no,
not.
really not. Don't
Thanks,
feel bad.
Thanks for your work, man.
That's like inverse psychology. No, how can you feel bad about it? You helped us so much. Does it have Joy-Con support? What is Joy-Con?
The Switch controllers.
I'm
not sure we've tested
Not-
with Joy-Cons,
no,
but
not
we've
yet, I
tested
think.
with the Switch Pro controller, and that works.
Yeah. Look, I have chocolate popcorn. So I'll watch you play. Let's do it like that. You will play. You ask a lot of questions. I'll eat popcorn and answer.
That seems like... okay, you answer. At least you do something.
And how many people are actually in the chat? I can't see it from
beats.
here.
That's a bad idea.
Excuse me, I will. Oh, no. Oh, you see that?
Yes, I
the
did see
highlighter
that.
is off, but I didn't check all the highlighters now. Had no time for that.
I think the left button on this controller is a little bit borked.
Oof.
But let's just plant some corn. Yes, the left button is clearly a little borked, but I can use the analog stick, so it's alright.
Excuse me, can I just take the focus away for a second? I want to see. Oh, we have 10 people watching. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's go back.
But we have gained 15 followers or something like that.
Okay. Nice.
I have no idea how. We should get like a follow alert Twitch thing, right? Like.
Oh, that's like it comes
like
to
a
the
sound
screen,
bite
like everybody
and then-
does it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's day 1 on Twitch. Okay, so let us evolve next time.
And I have no idea how I would start going about that.
Thanks a lot, Merides.
Now you've taken the focus away and now it's borked again.
Scusi. So this is your safe game?
Yes.
What were you working on or playing? What
I
was
was
your
just
goals?
going for a very chill playthrough, some general playtesting, see if anything breaks. And there was stuff breaking, so it's good at it.
Okay, so you weren't playing, you were actually playtesting for bugs.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I was also playing.
It's day 36. What have you researched so far? I just want to know what's the state of the game so we can actually get a
Let me
grasp.
get into the research tree with our cool new ring menu.
Did you use the shortcut?
Yes, I know. I did not use the shortcut. Use the ring menu.
We have to learn the shortcut. Sorry, it's all good.
This is weird that it always jumps to the left side. When I go up, it jumps to the left. We have to fix that.
Show me again. Where are we? And also, it's
I'm
hard to see the focus right now. I think. Okay, you
Well,
see where
yes.
it's open.
That
For me,
makes a lot
looking,
of
it's
sense.
still a little bit
Okay.
weird. For you, it's probably
But
it
when
makes
I go
sense because
up,
you feel
it
it.
doesn't go to quarry, it goes to blood extractor.
Yeah.
Fix
Okay.
that. And
I'll
also
write
that,
it down.
Yes, write that down, please. As you can see, we are live developing basically.
It's kind of live play testing from developers.
RB,
perspective.
LB for switching things, RT, LT for zooming. It is like that. As you can see, RB, LB up there for the research categories, and here you can either zoom with the right stick or with LT and RT. Left is zooming in, right is zooming out. People are playing a strategy game with a controller. Yeah, if you are a console gamer or are used to it or just want to lay in bed and play something or you have a Steam Deck, that makes a lot of sense.
Hey, I totally get that the mouse is perfectly fit for a game like that.
I wouldn't play it like that either, just casually, but I mean it makes a lot of sense for other people.
Not sure. You know, I grew up playing these games on a PC, and that's totally viable. But I also just like to be in the living room on a sofa, just chill there and not being like sitting on a chair, so I can totally relax. And as we are preparing the game for the Xbox and Steam Deck, we are trying it out.
Yeah, and it's pretty intuitive even for me who barely plays anything with a controller. Unless it's like a third-person shooter or something like that.
And the thing is, games like Frostpunk or City Skylines actually did a great job with the controller version. So we were also motivated to make a good game for console. I was really worried, but I'm not totally happy or like super excited, but I think it's early in development for control support and it feels pretty good.
Yeah. Feels fully playable.
I'm not sure with the detail display on the left if you click on a building and you need to change the farming and stuff. So that's probably still a little bit tedious. But I didn't play it for now on the controller.
Yeah, let me check out the farm.
I have like 10 minutes of controller support.
There's quite a few options with the farm, but I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options. Quite a lot, but manageable. Oh, this one collapsed because I don't think Om was unhappy. We just went through the storm, that's why. Didn't really pay attention.
We need some more visual feedback on the storm.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah,
so now we have to
a lot of work.
rebuild it. As we've said, this has gotten a little bit of an overhaul. So you have to now manually rebuild that, but destruction is a little more focused.
Is it possible for PlayStation after a while? We were asked.
Yeah, possible, but nothing confirmed or promised because we don't know yet.
We didn't talk with PlayStation about a version so far. We were open for it, but it's just not the time now for all the consoles. We'll try it with one, go with others maybe on a later stage.
Alright, I've researched quarries because I wanted to get rid of these 2 boulders down here. And also, I should probably send out scavengers. Oh, there's a shrine up there. Nice. And the other scavenger is unfortunately collapsed at the moment, which you can't see because our camera is on top of that.
Oh.
But that's the least important UI in the entire game probably, so that's not so bad. This one says storage is full. Oh yes, we have lots of muesli. So let's build another pantry, I guess.
Hey guys, do you have muesli where you live? Is that a thing?
This is a very...
I know that it exists. I mean, muesli is a word in English and stuff, but I just wonder.
Yeah, it's a very Swiss-centric thing to put into a game like
I have seen muesli in a supermarket in Morocco. Now I wonder if people actually also... I don't know, if it's a thing for foreign people only, or... Yeah. It was a big supermarket, so there are a lot of products.
Can I still build a road through there?
Do you have an idea what will be the next farming crop? What will be there on the water biome?
Water biome
Algae?
Water biome, we're gonna add fishing.
Yeah,
so
okay.
That's an alternate food source there. The other problem in the water biome...
What about whales? Dolphins?
I love whales, but the other problem with water biome related to farming is mostly about getting water. So of course you're surrounded by water, but it's all salt water.
Yeah.
And you have to like build a water collector somehow that collects the water from the sea.
Yeah.
And then a evaporator or a water cleanser.
Yeah, water purifier.
That makes a
distillery thing.
Basically
right?
non-poisonous / salty water out of it.
Yeah. Yesterday I was behind Steffi while she was getting inspiration because she is doing the sketch for this water purifier building. And there were so many interesting references that she had on the screen with how water purifiers work. It's really interesting. Like there are like this cheap survival thing, which are just like a hole in plastic. And then you need the sun to shine, make it heat it up, and then the water evaporates, touches the plastic, and then goes along the plastic into a bowl or something where you can gather the water. And then like there's the industry level water purifier where you have gas to heat up the water and then evaporate it in a way more effective way for sure.
By the way, I'm making all of this look very tedious because I don't know how the shortcuts work. We can just open it like this. I'm just done.
Tell me. Aha.
Down is building. Left is worker management. Right is research, and up is info.
Now I get why. Could you please open the ring menu? What down was building menu?
Yes.
Up is info. But the worker, okay.
Yes, that is not aligned.
Okay. Okay, good.
Where these
I was
are
wondering if
left
it's
and
aligned.
right aligned, kinda, but not exactly.
Okay, thanks. But now I understand why Na positioned it this way, because I thought it's a little bit confusing.
How about adding tropical fruits like coconuts or mango? Maybe, but I think what we need more right now
I would love
maybe
coconuts.
is something that grows in colder climates, because currently it's only really beets that grow in cold climates.
But coconuts could be like trees.
Ooh, interesting. Like an
So it would take really long, but you would get food and water from them. I don't know.
interesting.
And wood.
I like that idea.
So-
Like in an alternative farm, let's call it an orchard that
Yeah.
makes
And you get
trees.
palm oil. No. I mean, coconut palms and oil palms are different. So
Yeah, that's
it would look
very
great.
cool.
And who doesn't like palms? So palm trees.
Get away from my pristine lawn, you evil trees. I'm an American. No, it was. I think the lawns were invented by British people, weren't they? Yes. Like, oh, look at all this land I'm not using. I'm so rich.
I mean, the gardens are rather French for me, right? I mean, French.
yeah,
gardens.
but
The lawns,
just the lawn, like
yeah,
like
the
I'm
English
doing here,
lawn.
like murdering all the trees to keep my lawn pristine. Where should we send the scavengers next? I wish there was a village or a settlement, rather, because I need some more villagers. Look at how much food I have. I'm doing amazingly. Also, Ombu is not too hungry.
Yeah, people are already virtually petting Ombu.
And
Well-
hi, nifty Simon. Simon. Probably Simon. Simon is the Swiss German pronunciation. In case you don't know Nifty Simon, we're now playing it on the controller.
Like for most people who are now in the chat, it's actually not that
Yeah, I know.
special because they already played the games. Like, oh, now I can play it on a controller. But why?
Yeah, that's the one of the cool new features for the update.
What's not?
Being no water, of course there's no water. I was doing amazingly, and I've completely forgotten about water production. So let me pause that real quick. Ba-doop. I need another farm that plants cacti. Where should I put it? Near my pristine, perfect lawn. How about here? Lots of room to plant cacti. Ah, and I still have cheats on and no one is eating. That's why I'm doing so amazingly well.
Mr. Beast, we are going to plant 20 million trees. Stray Fawn Studio. Cut the trees to live. And also we are, what we didn't say so far, we are working on achievements. And one of them will be Shave the Ombu. So where you have to cut all the trees and then you have to try to survive. But we cannot put the achievements in for the next patch as we need, what is it? We need to wait a little bit until like all achievements are made and we can actually put them in the game at once.
Switching to detail display has broken again, but
With the controller?
yes.
How did it happen?
I went into the developer console,
Ah, that's why maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
And then I add some more down here.
Did you just cheat again?
Well, I accidentally. But then
How do you accidentally cheat?
Because
it's like I just
they
pressed
were
up,
still
down, up, down.
they were still on the cheats. I forgot they were still on.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've turned them all off, and now the people should actually start eating again. That was the reason I was doing so amazingly well. I was wondering, this is so easy. And I was cheating the whole time.
What's the difficulty level?
I think it's veteran.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've had quite a few poison storms on this run already.
So you know that you don't have water right now, huh?
Yes, I know. That's
Okay.
why I started the second farm,
With cacti.
which I still have to.
Do you actually have it?
Yes.
Mm.
But I don't have enough workers, so let me fire 2 people here.
Thanks a lot.
Just temporarily forgot the rules.
Back in a
Oops.
sec.
That just happens. Most enjoyable indie game yet. That's quite the compliment. Thank you. I'm not sure I would agree myself because there are great indie games out there, but
Yes. So tell me, what indie games have you played lately? I have a
indie
bunch
games have I played lately? I barely remember what I had for dinner last night. My brain is
So what have you had for dinner last night?
Probably curry.
I had nothing because I was at the playtesting event, so I had no dinner.
I was totally prepared for pasta, but then there was some leftover curry as well.
What you gonna do?
Nice.
If the curry calls, the curry calls. No, I just played There's No Game. You know this one?
No.
It's a little bit like Stanley Parable with like a lot of fourth wall breaks. You have a narrator, and the game is constantly trying that you close the game and stop playing. so
I
so you
do think I've heard about it.
So you get a lot of buttons everywhere that it's like quit, 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 and it's hard to not quit the game.
Where should we go? Up or down? Okay, northeast or southeast? Everyone was complaining that it was north or south earlier,
Yeah.
and now we've changed it for you pedants.
You don't like it like this?
I don't mind it.
It's just okay. You just thought it's not that important to change it
Just
up.
thought it was very pedantic to complain about, but
Yeah.
oh, I played a short hike. Not
May
too
I
long
ask
ago.
something outside of the game? Yeah, for sure. The Last Campfire I never played. Do you know that game?
No, I do not.
Also what I played, it's not an indie game, but now. Black and White 1.
Okay, that's an old game.
Have you played it?
No, I've never played.
So I think, I really love the game because, it's kind of related. It's a god game. You have these creatures that are like, you can make them good creatures or bad creatures. It's like the user experience is really special. You have no UI. There's no UI at all. You just have your hand and then you go on things and you see the stuff while you're doing it with your hand. It's not like you have UI, but it's not permanently. It's not just on a second layer. It's really just when you have your godlike hand, which is your mouse, you get some numbers and stuff. But the game just stretches so long. It takes, maybe it's just for me, but it took so long to get to another level. After 4 levels, I just had to quit because it was too many hours into a game, and I don't have time for that.
Yes. I should have totally sent these people out to get water, but I forgot again that I have no water. I think we have some more messages in the chat. Oh no. This is still collapsed.
Oh, is there a way to contact you outside your stream and not from Discord? Because I do not use Discord. I do have a personal question to make.
How personal?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just ask your question. I don't take any marriage requests.
I try and believe me. I
think. Just ask it. No. I don't know. It's like I also don't want to convince you. Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, Discord is probably still best. I mean, I'm also not a big Discord guy, but
I don't want to give out my number. I mean, you can try to mail,
but making a Discord account is pretty quick and easy, and you don't have to use it for a lot. I mean, before we actually started using Discord for work, I had a Discord account, but I used it like once or twice for gaming with friends. What is a whisper?
A whisper? Probably a DM.
Yeah, probably, but is that the Twitch thing? I have no idea, I'm old. I'm also gonna go eat the popcorn. Oh, I don't like this pre-packaged popcorn.
You don't like it?
It's kind of mushy. Tastes weird.
I like it.
That is your God-given right. Go on, scavengers. Do your job so I can send you out again. Yeah. Ooh, an abandoned settlement. AKA ruined settlement. Maybe we can find some people there.
What else happened like in our development process? We won best game, the Grand Prix at DEF Game.
Yeah.
Did you actually? I saw that. I mean, we were at the party, or actually, I was already at an after party after 6 years of Fawn. I went with some people to the club where I also work sometimes. And then when I was there, I checked the video and I see you like saying your thanks that you won the best prize. So was it pre-recorded?
Yes, it was pre-recorded.
So you had to act like.
Yes.
Well, did you know that you would win?
No.
So that's always. I also had that.
There was an award, and for every category we were nominated in, we had to pre-record a video, like
for every
as if we were surprised that we had just won and we saw it live.
This is so weird. When you have to pretend that you're winning something, but you were just nominated and you didn't win yet, but you have to pretend, like, haha, thank you everybody. Oh, I'm so surprised, but it's all just made up.
Did we get anything besides bragging rights? Yes, as it's a cash prize, and probably are we gonna get like a trophy in the mail? I'm not even sure about that.
And we are under the selection of the best for the Taipei Game Awards. I don't know how they are called, but I think it's cool. Like from all these games, there's just our games from Switzerland and the UK game. The rest is all like South Korea, China, Taiwan, and it's like, I think that's an honor just to be in a list with so many games that are from a totally other place in the world with an other focus than games from the West. So that's really cool.
Also, I think in like a week or two is Deutscher Computerspielpreis, the German award, where we are also nominated, I think, for 2 or 3 categories.
Best sound, I could check it out.
I think
give me a second.
Best German game, even though we are in Switzerland, but I think it's probably because I am German. Is that the reason?
Oh, Philo wrote me on WhatsApp. It's like,
stop.
Check Discord. Ah,
stop talking.
Because she just gave me the screens where you see the Onbu in-game in the Land of Empires mobile free-to-play game.
I thought she was gonna hit us over.
Oh, she's totally watching the stream. Hey, Philomena, say hi in the chat. So she's saying we are nominated in 4 categories.
4?
I will just check. Philo, it's all good. Just here on the phone for a second.
We are in a heat wave. My mushrooms don't like that. Oh no, it's the scorching sand. It's not a heat wave. Oh, my ombu also doesn't like that.
So for the German Developer Award, where like all German-speaking countries can take part, like Austria, Switzerland, and Germany, we are nominated for Best German Game for... Oh, she didn't write it here. But I think also for audio, as far as I remember.
Or wasn't that at the
Oh,
Taipei?
Philo can't write because she also just has the same Twitch account as
Cool.
the one that we are using right now.
How long do you support the game with updates? Well, first of all, it's still in early access, so we have to actually finish it. That'll probably go on for a while. And after that, we're not sure yet because that's pretty far out. But yeah, probably. We're still. I think we are probably going to support it with a few updates after the full release, which is still far off.
Hey, with this amazing support of all these guys like you who bought the game, we have all the reason to continue to work in this game for a long time. I don't know, nobody can really just say what's going to happen in the future, but I think we do have many reasons to keep on working on that.
Onbu fell asleep on the scorching sand right after I told him to run. God damn it. I love pain.
Hey,
Wake up.
You know-
Good guy.
we could now show again the Ombo memes, but we already did that, so...
Well, at least he likes me enough to listen to me. Otherwise, I'd have to build the Onbu Punisher.
The Ombu motivator, the Ombu motivation enforcer.
The enhanced motivation technique. That's what people call torture.
Torture?
I'm not saying which people because we're gonna get in trouble. Oh, it's common knowledge. We're not gonna get in trouble. But and the very same people who invented that now work at Activision Blizzard.
Really?
Yes, really. They make Call of Duty.
No Ombus were harmed in the making of the stream. Well, there was one Ombu of this game called Land of Empires.
Well, at least I got him out of the scorching sand, and now he can sleep. And I can go to this far-off settlement now that I have a lot of time. Because maybe we'll find something cool.
So, now you have played this game for half an hour with controller support. Are you getting used to it?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it feels pretty smooth, I must say.
Yeah? Is there anything you would like to have differently?
I still wonder if there's a better way to get to these animal commands other than doing this.
Okay. So it could actually just be like direct,
Yeah,
or maybe
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much you would want to click on.
I wonder if you could use other shortcuts or
Yeah, maybe. Or do the shortcut. Yeah, the shortcuts here do the same thing. Mm-hmm. Oh, down. Ah, down is the shortcut.
Ah,
Okay, we're finding things out. That makes sense because this is the main thing here, and this is the main thing here. So the down shortcut is just the main thing. And here down doesn't do anything. Yeah,
Hey,
okay, that makes sense.
never asked if actually we guys will deal with the copycat at all or no.
Like I said, I personally don't mind too much. I guess we've now made it public, like with the TikTok post that
Yeah,
we're at least aware
no,
of
I
it.
guess we are talking with other studios who may have some knowledge about similar cases to know what we can do. Now, at this point, I don't believe that we can do a lot.
Yeah,
So
I
best
also
is
don't mind
is
too
rather,
much.
yeah. The best is actually just not to not freak out. It's just stay cool,
Yeah.
live a bit. It's not gonna change our development. I don't think. There are problems because people may think, hey, now it's us doing a mobile game, and then they have totally wrong expectations of the PC version. So I don't like that point at all. No. Yeah, people may just think that it's not a rip-off, but rather the original, and then they buy it and they're not happy with it. Yeah.
I don't think anyone is really gonna be fooled by it.
No, I do think so. No, really. There are other people who just saw this game once, or read about it, or a friend talked about it, and was like, hey, this game's really cool, you build a city on the back of a giant wanderer, and then they see the ad, and they just get the ad.
Fair point. Oh, it lagged a little bit there, but that's probably because of this old-ass streaming PC.
Was it not the autosave?
Ah, it was the autosave. That might also be the case, yes. Yeah, because autosave feature. Still copyright infringement, yeah, that I'm not sure about, because there's a lot of stuff you can get away with, like, just by making it.
I mean, it's not the same visual, and it's not the same code.
Yeah. I mean, there are lots of things that look similar and are not technically copyright infringement, I guess.
Does anybody of you actually know about copyright infringement cases in video games? Because this happens a lot in music. Now, in games, I don't really know what big cases there were. Yeah, and it's not a country, so it's gonna be... I don't know if we have more to lose if we actually fight it and with legal reasons than if we just try not to worry about it. Hey, Philo made an account. Philo Fawn. Straying Philo. They used our screenshot in there.
Using the screenshot in our ads, that is copyright infringement, most probably, or false advertising or whatever. That is that I agree with.
Okay. Disney and Nintendo vibes intensify.
Yes. We're now gonna strike every single YouTube video.
Yeah. Marble Snap is gonna be crashed. Because I said that because it's the same publisher of the Marble Snap game. Although it was just a joke, okay?
Because I was cheating earlier, I didn't even realize that I have unlocked all the research. I didn't do any research anymore.
Oh, it doesn't make sense research anymore. Yes. So, but don't just close the building. I mean, you can get resources back.
I'm just gonna play
new feature.
Relatively, it's not a new feature, but now you actually see what you get back once you mark it for deconstruction. And don't be too confused by the 173% research that happens when you cheat.
I see.
Is there any cool cheats we could show people? We've shown them like spawning 500 people.
Now I don't know how long this person is in the chat. Who was there with any cool cheats? Oh, that's just a thought that you had.
That's just my fault.
Okay.
My suggestion.
Yeah, time scale. I mean, it's interesting for some people.
So
to see him sleep in fast forward looks really weird.
Yeah. So
in a weird way.
If we want to skip forward while testing, we can unlock the time scale, and then we can do shit like this. 100 speed, high speed Ombu. No, nothing can stop him.
Nothing can stop me now.
But let's go back and send some.
Were you at 100 or 200?
I was at. There's only 100. That's the max.
Unity doesn't allow to get faster. I heard.
No, we kept it there, and also it's at the limits of the game getting confused. Yeah, because game engines are weird like that.
Ombu vibrates.
Oh, another indie game I played recently was Floating Point Leviathan.
Okay. Wow, what a name.
Yeah, we've been talking about like indie games, not indie games, game engines being weird. And floating point Leviathan uses that. Have you heard of floating point errors?
Yeah.
And that gets more pronounced the further out you are in a 3D space. And floating point Leviathan uses that. When you're whale hunting in that game. And each time you hurt the whale, it moves the entire game world further out, and everything starts vibrating and glitching.
Really?
It's really cool.
Okay.
Really cool concept. Love that.
Sounds very nichey.
Yes, it is absolutely.
I mean, but did you play for long? Was it more an experience?
It's an experience.
Okay.
It's very short, but
Yeah.
cool idea. Cool idea. We've just fed Ombu, as you could see, because he's very hungry. And once the percentage bar has filled, it should have arrived in his stomach.
People are already missing the new features.
Yeah, I think this one is probably the most useful for general usage. Also, of course, if you want to, controllers and autosaves are all useful. We did well, I guess. 5 unemployed workers. Where did they get? Probably from the. While I was fast forwarding 100%. And now let's build some more things now that we have everything unlocked. Why not? Of course the cheat also makes it so I can build all 3 monuments. You could just build all 3 monuments.
Don't show this.
Why not?
I don't know, because it's a spoiler for some people.
This is behind. Yeah, they haven't seen the monuments.
No, they haven't. What do you think? Everybody has seen the monument?
No, but I mean, I haven't shown them explicitly.
Yeah, rope ladders for the scavengers, or that they really fly from the building. Yeah.
Would be funny if Ombu could injure his leg. You're a cruel person.
No. Okay, not funny. Okay. Yeah. It depends how you interpret it.
No,
yes, it's true.
It could be fun as a game mechanic.
And then you actually have to send the doctor just to one of the legs or something, and then it walks slower. Or if you keep doing it, it's gonna lose health. Then you have to trade off. Are you still gonna walk and lose health, or are you gonna wait and you can't walk?
Okay, new challenge for me. How do I go to that notification? Like this. Yes, of course. More people is always good. Most of the time, unless you don't want to produce so much food. Oops. Wrong button.
Also, do you know how to get to the status effects? Because you currently have the effect because you are on a sleeping spot.
Status effects.
Yes.
Fresh
exactly.
air.
Okay.
Free from any toxins.
But here also we still need a highlighter, and I think it's weird that the tooltip goes over the image.
It is slightly not so bad here.
Yeah.
It's weirder with the weather and climate info tooltips.
Yeah. Yeah. We could fix the tooltip to a certain spot on these places.
The amount of chaos if when Ombu sneezes. Ombu can sneeze. It's not really implemented yet, but that's absolutely something. I think we already have a cheat command for that. Oh. Yeah, it gets really confused with the controller and the when I do both.
Yeah. Because maybe no, you're not pressing controller at the same time.
No.
Weird. We just lost our keyboard.
Can we write here still? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there are some
No
issues
cheats
to
for
be
you
ironed
anymore.
out. No cheats for me. The cheater has been out-cheated. outchoked, I think is the past tense.
Okay.
No, it is not.
It's not.
I made that up. I set this guy to only harvest a while back, also.
So Crozul XL says, hey, I have to say on TV, the status bar on top right is a bit small. Yeah, we will scale the UI.
Yes, that's something we're currently looking into,
yes.
a UI scale option.
So we won't scale everything, but there are certain parts of the game that we'll have to scale. If you're playing on a TV, or even harder if you're playing on a Steam Deck, where things get really, really small.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially for the Steam Deck, where it's tiny. Especially like some text like the temperature here in the UI.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's a big chunk.
That's a big poison forest. That's not good. Let's get some more water, why not?
Hey, but finally there's a thread.
And a feeding spot, which is very nice, right in front of us, that will help us. Also, corn doesn't like these climate conditions.
Thanks a lot, Shaggy on a baggy. Thank you.
What do they say?
She said, he or she said, I really love the game. Thank you guys, especially you, Arno. You're the best of the best team of the year, the best year.
I'm sure they said that.
Sure.
Thank you so much for this very personal compliment that certainly wasn't invented by Roger. Get the purge team. Oh yes, I should build a decontaminator. You are right.
Philo, you're playing the development version. Is the UI there well properly scaled? What's your experience so far now for the work in progress version of the game? Whoa, she says the achievement where you only can feed 3 times is impossible.
Yesterday she tried it with 2 times. That was impossible.
And what's this achievement? Because I wasn't part of the achievement meeting.
It's just one of the achievements that we're also working on achievements, by the way, that encourages you to play the game in another way.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a way where you either have to rush towards liquefied food, you can do that, or very carefully navigate Ombu around, maybe healing it when it gets very hungry, or trying to hit all the food spots.
Okay.
In order to make it not starve.
But you can just not. Okay,
yeah,
but that's hard, right? Because
that's hard. Yes.
You can just suddenly there's a point where you have to feed him.
Yes, there's also other hard achievements like no farms or no water collectors. Okay.
Oh, no water collectors is interesting.
Yes.
Then you work with cactus, and you actually have to be in the desert, or how do you do it?
Yeah, you have to work with cacti if you're in the desert. Very much. You have to scavenge water and herbs.
Oh, scavenge, sure.
And you can't grow mushrooms.
But then you have to play the desert, no? Like because that's where you get
desert is
stuff.
certainly good for you, and
even though it sounds so not logical.
Desert is always good for you. Oh, the poison plants have started.
Oh.
Let's get rid of you, buddy, with the highest priority.
You can use the worker management tool to actually disable or just reduce the amount of workers in unnecessary building.
Berry gatherer, we are not gathering any berries right now. We're not planting anything. We're not cooking anything.
Would you like the sliders to react differently? Because I'm just seeing how you're actually now pressing 5 times instead of just.
Yeah, I can long press. I just like short presses.
Okay.
Leave me be.
No, sorry. I need to know about UX.
We don't need that guy. We don't need that guy. We need everyone fighting poison plants.
Neo Sapien is asking, I wonder, what do baby ombus look like? You know what? They look so cute.
We can't
So
we
cute.
can't even show them in the game. They
People
would
die if they see
break
them.
human consciousness.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's bad. I don't like that. Ooh, now I have to go looking.
Is that menu in-game? Yeah, the ring menu is in-game, but only appears if you have a controller attached to it, which is not in the early access version, but in our development version.
But soon to be on the public branch. So you can try it out, give it your feedback, test it, and give me that
The
treat.
public branch, Shaggy on a Baggy asks.
In Steam there's a thing called branches, or betas I think they call it. And
How do you get there? Right click on the game?
Right click on the game, properties, and then there's like a betas
Yeah.
tab. And then you can join a beta branch, and then you can try new versions of the game
Exactly.
before anyone else. But like I said, that's not online yet. It will go online in the next few days.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow, maybe next week.
Let's see how the build turns out tomorrow, if that doesn't horrifically break.
Hey, but for now, nothing really bad happened. Or? You lost the controller.
Yeah, sometimes switching between controller and keyboard, I lost the other one, but...
But there was also while you were cheating with the console.
Yes, also while I was cheating, so... Twitch is giving us weird notifications.
Yeah.
This stream
We're just getting...
contains
That's
all
so weird. Just getting an
important
ad to
minerals.
watch a stream while we are streaming.
Why
That's
are you
weird.
doing this, Twitch? Did Jeff Bezos tell you?
Yeah. Can the umbu lay eggs and repopulate the planet?
Well, it would take
Well-
a very long time. How old do you think this guy is?
As these villagers just came across this umbu, and a lot of knowledge in this world is already gone. They don't know.
For all they know, this is the only Ombu that still lives.
As far as they know. Is the worker management yet in the game? No, it's not yet in the game.
Yes, like we said, preview branch very soon. Okay, Roger, leave me alone. Fine. While I fix the few roads that have been damaged. Yeah, poison plants still damage roads, but it should be way less common now. It's unfortunate that it's happened quite a few times just this time around. But it's now about 10 to 20 times as likely to infect trees, while previously it had the same likelihood. Oh, and we're right back into the next one. This is the large one. I'm just gonna pause it real quick. We should maybe, especially for controller, add a tool that marks for collection and gives it the highest priority at the same time. I have to do 2 movements each time.
Does Umbu need scratchies like dogs and cats?
Well, he likes
Like
scratchies.
humans?
I also need some scratchies.
Oh, scratchy scratch. Sure. Sure.
He likes scratches. You can pet Ombu, you know. You can research that, and once you've researched that, Don't know why you need to research that. These villagers are particularly stupid. But once you've researched that, you can send your doctors to pet Ombu. That's a lot of poison plants. Yeah, this is a large... large forest. And I'm playing everything with a controller in case you've forgotten. Let's see, is there any more? Yes, down here.
You are really invested, huh? But it was also a big poison storm.
Yes. It's not only a storm, it's a forest. Just hope my berry gatherers survive intact, because they provide a large portion of my food. Yeah, but this looks alright.
Will you be adding a trust meter to the game? I can't get my Ombu to listen to me even though I have kept him fed, not poisoned, well rested, and have never removed spikes. I pet him too. It would be nice to see the trust meter.
Well, first of all...
Most controversial topic 2022.
Now you can force him. You know, you've put all that effort into making him trust you and he still doesn't, and you just lose it. And now you can...
Now you have the trust enforcement tool.
It's currently called the Ombu punishment. It will probably get a different name.
It's a working title.
But it's like a giant spike
It's
that
a
you drive
horrible-
into its back.
A horrible name for a horrible building. Yeah, just place the building so we can actually have a good look at it.
Yeah, well, let's... I'm not cheating anymore, so let me build it first.
Yeah, we'll have a look at the building in a couple of minutes. Depends on how you're
I'd
changing.
rather him just not listen to me. But, you know, I always say...
Like, so, okay, it's okay for me. Don't change anything.
It's been a topic quite a few times. I always say... Oh, I can tear this down. I always say it's like if your dog had a trust meter. It kind of removes that feeling that, oh, you have to take care of him. Your dog's trust meter is probably maxed out, but you still take care of your dog because you like your dog.
I mean, I would like a trust meter on a dog probably, but I still think that's how relationship with animals are.
Oh God,
you never really
more
know.
poison. Jesus,
Oh my God.
This is a very poisonous root. Oh no, no, don't you dare. Not my berry gatherer.
Yeah, I still think it's good not to show the trust meter. We are thinking about having some buildings where it shows you. No, it's still controversial very much just in the team. So
I would love a building that is just shows you his trust, but it permanently damages his trust when you build that, because it like looks into his skull. And I always liken it to like with your significant other demanding to see their messages. Like, sure, now you know you can trust them, but their trust is permanently damaged.
hey, we could actually implement a trust meter cheat. So if you really want it, you can have it. But,
Yeah.
but yeah. But you know, it's part of the experience that you don't really know how things behind the curtains work. So
So much poison here. That's probably the most poison I've ever seen in such a short amount of time. I think all 3 events along this route have been poisoned.
what we also could do better to show the trust is actually have more Ombu interactions.
Absolutely,
That he does
yes.
more sounds, does the tail wiggle some more often. I don't know, just that's actually how you see if a dog or
Yes.
a cat is liking
I mean,
you, right?
shortly before the early access release, we added a few just log messages, how Ombu is doing. But I would love for them to be sounds and animations, but sounds and animations are a lot more work than just a short text message.
Sure.
So that's. Hopefully, I think we can replace that sometime with like actual proper animations and sounds for Ombu that may be vary depending on his trust level, but yeah, at the moment it's just text.
Been a beta tester since March and I've loved seeing the progression of the game. I totally get it. Game developer myself. I am somewhat of a game developer myself. I just think about the meme right now. Animations are a lot. Yes, animations. I mean, yeah. that's I think one of the biggest bottlenecks in our team right now.
Yeah, also because our animations aren't done in-house, but by a freelancer. So where should I go? Desert or mountains? Desert has no poison at all, but there's another poison forest on the road, and there's a little bit of poison and a poison storm on the way. So much poison. Let's go. Maybe we can avoid this one. Oh, Ombu doesn't like me enough. Ombu, you're riding to your doom.
Yeah, but I mean, he just went to 2 poison forests, a poison storm, and the forest with you on its back. So I get it. It doesn't trust you anymore.
Well, whose fault was that, Ombu? Whose fault was that?
Thanks for the guy or girl which had the idea for a Mac version. This is the only game on my PC. It's great for long train rides. Yeah? In the train? Are you Swiss as well? Or, I mean, for me, like Switzerland and trains come hand in hand, so that's why I ask. But I don't know, I think I need a mouse to play the game. I don't like to play it on a trackpad.
Well, now you can play it on the controller.
Now you can play it on the controller.
Have I talked about that today?
Yeah, that would work in a train, but I don't like to play just with the trackpad. Yeah. But that would be so cool if I would be in a train and I would see somebody play Wandering Village. That would be like, oh. I would be so flattered. So people are requesting harvest infected only. Yeah, also
Yes.
very controversial.
But that's
But
not too
you're- yes.
controversial, isn't it?
But then you can just go use your tool, go
True.
over everything.
True.
Yeah.
Deutsche Bahn is perfect for gaming,
Oh,
for
yeah,
long
right.
game sessions, because they're always late.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want to make it too easy.
Oh right, I'm not even producing biogas, so the decontaminators can't do squat. I haven't thought of that.
Where are you from, Krozul? Or like we're more or less exactly in Germany. I guess you're German.
We need
so-
your address, your IP address, your credit card number,
Yeah,
your
and the 3
mother's
digits
name,
on
and
the
the 3
back.
digits on the back.
You don't have poop. How dare you? Oh, look. Actually, Ombu didn't listen to you, right?
No,
So,
and he went right through, I think, the forest, yes. So much
Hamburg. Ah, okay.
poison. So much poison.
Hamburg.
Ah, scheiße, der Penny brennt wieder.
Ah, yeah. Ombu is punishing you for the punishment device. But the device isn't even built yet.
Yes.
He doesn't even know what's gonna be built there.
He has no idea, he's too stupid to know. Maybe he understands human language.
It knows. Caps lock. Umbus used to be godlike creatures for humans, after all, so they may look into the future and know what you want to do.
Give me all the poison. Let me fight it.
Give me all the poison. Oh, we just got a credit card number. IP.
Mom Betty. That's a cool name for your mom. My mom is also called Mom Betty. Okay, are we out of the woods? Yes, literally out of the woods, because we're in the desert. Let's plant some cacti here. And some corn here. Oh, and all the people are near starving, because, yeah, that makes sense.
Is there a demo for the game available? I think... Is it still available on Steam?
I have no idea.
Or did we take it down on the early access launch? I will check.
Yeah, do that, please.
Give you an answer in a couple of seconds.
Oh, Ombu is also very poisoned after all that, so let me
also
reassign all the
okay,
workers.
Philo was first, so there's no demo currently, right?
Thanks, Philo.
We had a demo up for, what was that? Like more than a half a year, but now that the game is out, the demo is not anymore available, because not only we want the people to play the game, the full game, but the demo is pretty old by now.
I need to produce as much food as possible, as quickly as possible, because look at those guys, they're all starving to death. And I can emergency harvest some berries, probably. Like all of these up here, I don't need them anymore. Oh no, that's a little... Not this one.
Oh yeah, Philo gave a really good tip. On Steam you can buy games, you get a refund after max 2 hours. Or I think also if you don't own it for more than 2 weeks. Yeah, okay, I'm just repeating what she's writing at this point, because I have a delay.
Because you are a little bit delayed. I think you should say that.
What?
Let's up the priority on all of these. Just some emergency berries.
Yeah. So I would say you're pretty happy with the controller.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm pretty comfortable.
Great.
I'm just not very comfortable with my situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
But apart from that,
Do you think you're too slow in something, or you?
Well, I stop the game more often because I am slower than with a mouse.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but also the Ombu doctor should absolutely detox Ombu. Because look at him, he's dying.
Mm-hmm. I don't see it. Yeah, I see the stats. But he's actually not looking poisoned. That's a bit sad.
Yeah. Maybe there should be like some poison plants growing.
Or I don't know, just have some
the
markings.
people
that
have
he's
started
poisoned.
starving. Robin and Efren are effing dead.
Yeah, or Ombu coughing because he's poisoned and making sounds of something that's weak.
Yes. But Doctor is back. Good. Thank you, Doctor. Oh god, guys, go produce some berries. I think I kind of saved that one just in the nick of time. Let me get the info. How many people are still starving? 3. Just saved it.
With berries.
That was a tough stretch, like 4 poison things in a row. On booth. There's very soft bed, like 3 meters ahead of you.
Ah, classic big boy.
Look at you, you big idiot. Never mind, there's no poison in the desert anyway. We are good.
Arno, I have a question
Yes.
regarding this stream. Now we're streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Already?
Yeah, already.
By pretty quickly.
Should we like maybe stop at 7 p.m.?
Makes
Good?
sounds sensible.
Okay. Maybe I'll wrap it up in the end and just do a little retake for those who didn't start the stream in the beginning. And for all those who think it's a good idea to watch the video on demand on a later stage and just skip to the end. Okay.
Let me see, I don't need...
How long will development continue on this game? We think we'll come with a big update next summer, do a full release
Sometime
somewhat
in the
later.
future.
It's so hard because look, the release went pretty good or like super good with the early access. So we have enough cash to just keep developing it for now, and we really want to make a good game. So I don't know, at least a year, at least one more year. It can be way more in the end. That said, I won't really give an answer because I can't. But we just want to continue working on the game. We want to make this game way bigger than it already is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even apart from just our own ambition, we still have a lot of stuff to fulfill for the Kickstarter, for the people who supported us there. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a ways until the full release.
Yeah.
And then
You
we
can-
see from there.
Yeah. If you didn't do so yet, check the roadmap. We have it in our forum. It's also
Linked in the Steam post, probably.
in a Steam post and in the Discord. You also have a channel with the pinned roadmap. But I mean, it would just be really stupid to now like stop developing it.
Yes.
Because I mean, we think it's a cool game. A lot of people bought the game, think it's a cool game. It's not the full release. Yeah, we might even do a DLC in the future. Bring some more updates.
Ombu
An
plush.
Umbu plush, yes.
Question.
Yes, it's a thing that will probably happen, but we're not there
Yeah,
yet.
we don't know yet, but
Yeah.
we've already made a Kickstarter for a plush from one of our previous games.
We do have some experiences now with plushes. If you ever played Niche or heard about the Kickstarter of the Adam plush, we already made a plushie with our protagonist of the first game, Niche, a genetic survival game. And now Larissa's actually working on the Bariena version, so
Yes.
which is the antagonist kind of the protagonist. Numbu plush, somewhat in the future. I think we have already some plush work currently with Niche.
Should I administer some more antidote or heal him? I think both. Why not? Look at the balloon go. Goodbye, balloon.
People emit excited noises.
Hello, welcome back, balloon.
By the way, talking about plushies, I need some enforcement here.
I was just going to ask, can we turn the UI off with the controller? Is that implemented?
No, I don't think that you can.
Sad. Because, in case you didn't know, turning the UI off makes a lot of sense when you're just following a worker. You can... Oops. Nope, this is not what I wanted. Do not deconstruct that road.
How about an Octorok? Or I'm sure there's a name for that, but the carnivore
piranha plant.
piranha plant.
Oh wait, no, stop here, Travers. Oh,
Scusi.
You can't follow people on the console version on the
Have fun with that.
with the gamepad yet. Critical flaw.
What did you say?
You can't follow people.
Oh, the
Or you
focus
can,
word.
but
You don't get there.
you have to do it while you can't do it while you're paused.
What's the
When
problem?
you unpause, you first quit out of this detail display. You have to hit them while they're moving. It's a little bit.
Oh, you think it's
Suboptimal.
okay? It's just not.
It's not working. It's just suboptimal.
Mhm.
What F7 was it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes. In case you didn't know, you can just turn the UI off and follow one of your villagers for a day. Get out of the way, mouse. No one likes you. Let's see what Travers is doing.
Hey, meanwhile, I think I'll start to wrap it up slowly. Talk about the things again, what's going on with the stream, why we're streaming. So this was the first stream of hopefully many more streams that we will do once a month, every first Thursday in the month. We always want to keep you noticed, up to date with what's going on with the development, what happened in the team, how our people are doing. Now this time we talked about the 6 years of Fawn Studio, which is a big milestone for actually every game company, as company often doesn't even make it past their second year, because you release a game and then it's a mediocre hit. And normally you don't make enough money.
It might be good, but
not a hit.
Yes,
Yeah.
mediocre.
There's not a
implies
no,
quality. No.
Okay.
It can be extremely good.
Mediocre
but-
game and just no hit.
No, it can be extremely good, but
That's also possible.
still not sell.
You're right. Yeah, I hope you had a lot of fun looking at the photographs of the Europa Park, of our team event. If not, there will be this video. We'll upload it probably on YouTube, who knows. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Then you can watch it again. What more? We had fun looking at Lands of Empire, who did a pretty
called that?
big... Huh?
Was it Lands of Empire?
Land of Empires.
Land of Empires.
Exactly. Who did a rip-off or a game, just used our graphics in their advertisement and inserted an Ombu-like dragon-scaled creature where you can also build a city in this mobile game. That was... it's just too interesting how people do that.
I think it's very fun, mostly.
Yeah, well... yeah. What more? We showed you what's gonna be all in the next update, who's coming pretty soon. Yeah, I hope you had a lot of fun. We will continue playing it for 10 more minutes. And if you still have any questions, now's the time. After that, it's gonna be harder to reach us. You can always try to reach us on Discord. But as we are actually working on the game and developing, we can't just be talking all day like we are doing right now. Oh yeah, please everyone vote for our game on the Steam Awards.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
But
I mean...
I don't think it's gonna... Unless all of you vote, of course. All 13 of you. Anyone else build roads to houses even though the villagers don't go in them? Yes, I do that all the time. I just like roads for structuring my village. Yeah. My town, I almost had town, but it's the wandering village, not the wandering town.
It's the wandering settlement.
It is actually illegal to say town will find you if you do.
Thanks a lot, Merides.
And like I said, I absolutely do want to make at least the construction of the housing and neighborhood a little more interesting in the future.
What do you think about the pollution mechanic? Is that still a
I
thing?
like it, yes. I think so. I think so.
Okay.
It makes sense if you have to build your nice neighborhoods away from the poop collector man. Yeah, pollution is just like it's in many city building games that people don't like when when their houses are built next to like heavy industry or something like that.
Oh, how people don't love construction sites.
Yes.
That would also be a thing. Like when you have buildings that got destroyed, that other buildings don't like it. I mean, I had a construction site next to my house for
we could get
5 years. It was horrible.
We could get very like political with it. That people in the mansions don't like living next to people in tents.
Is it
Because they
political?
ruin the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's quite political. Pharaoh, the game, does that a lot.
Okay. Social commentary. Ah, something just popped up. I heard the noise. Good sound design. Yeah. 3 people to replace the 2 that just died. RIP.
But generally, I just think we should focus on mechanics that resolve about not just the village and the people, but the whole mechanic
Yeah.
about Ombu and
Absolutely. Yeah.
humans. Oh, the building is finished.
My notes before we went, or right after
him, Spike him. Okay.
my notes right out of the early access release were, hey, I think the city building is mostly pretty good. I don't think we have to do much here. The only thing I would like to do is the neighborhoods thing, and then we have to improve, like interactions with Ombu, and also maybe the world
More
map a little
development.
bit.
Yeah.
So in case you weren't here before, this is a new building with the temporary name Ombu Punishment, because I didn't think evil playthroughs were viable enough, because he would never
they're
listen
not.
to you, and now you can make him.
Yeah.
And
Also, one thing that I want to work again on is, or like put more focus, is story, because I've been having lots of like time to think about it before I went to my holidays, and since I came back, it was just rushing to make this next update, so I had no time to think about it for 1 second.
So what this building does is, it still says whip because it was originally called Ombu Whip, but a whip was hard to realize because a whip moves a lot.
If you have any naming suggestions,
Yes,
write them
please.
in the chat.
And once you whip him, I'm sorry, I'm just doing this now.
Motivational
It doesn't animate yet, but it will in the future. And now he has the status, and now he's lost a bit of health, quite a bit of trust. He can't gain any trust while this timer up there is running, the status effect.
So
I can show you that.
people are coming with names. Onbu Enforcer, the Onbu Piercer. We got Ombu I can't say the word.
Acupuncture.
Acupuncture.
Looks a bit like a medieval punishment. Yeah, I guess it is.
Totally.
Medievalish. And now that he's been whipped or
Ombu
punished,
discipline.
Ombu
Ombu
torture.
torture.
Yeah, that Ombu enhanced
But
interrogation
it's
technique.
not about
please.
torture. It's really just we just want to motivate them to do something
Yeah.
he doesn't know that he actually wants.
Now he has to do everything we tell him, like sleep, even though he's like not very sleepy. But he has to do it. He has to try because he's been forced to. Onbu motivator, yeah, I'm thinking along those lines, but that might lead to misunderstandings.
Ombu is tired.
Yeah, this might be helpful if you're like, well, I probably picked the stupidest time, sleeping in the way of a sandstorm, but this could be helpful if you want to avoid a sandstorm and he won't lie down and tell him, No, Onbu, now is the time to lie down.
Exactly like that, right?
Yes.
With a knife in your hand.
I'm hitting the little Octorok guy, I'm sorry. Yeah, the sandstorm made some of our buildings collapse. Let's repair them.
Can't you just spray him with water? Or isn't there like something like bear spray?
Apparently, cats really hate that if you spray. I mean, I have a cat, and I never did that, but my roommate did that. First off, in the beginning it was both of our cats, and now it's my cat because he did that with this.
Really? So she doesn't want to hang with him anymore?
No.
Really? Was that so bad for the cat?
I don't know if that was the
reason,
main reason, or I may be over exaggerating, but I think cats really don't like that. I wouldn't do that with a.
They are. What's wrong with cats? Like,
no, don't you water me?
but you also hate water.
Yeah, I also don't like water.
I need to try something. Yeah, there's an insect, a Fruchtfliege, as we say in German.
Is it not a... What are these?
Oh no, the others.
Yeah, Grab or Trauer or something like that. Something macabre.
There is one subspecies of cat that loves water. That's interesting.
I mean, there are also some cats who are just severely brain damaged, probably, who like water. Like, yeah, you see those videos of cats like in the shower.
But tigers like to.
Yeah, tigers like water.
Like water, yeah.
Oh no. It's the same sandstorm again, but we were sleeping because I tortured Ombu and told him to do so. That's what I get, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
No, but all the buildings held up. Yeah, we mostly got rid of the weak ones. Oh, there's still some of these weak ones, but they all survived. Yeah, maybe it's because we've split the earthquakes, so everything that can damage your buildings up into more individual regions, so because it costs something now, so it won't tear down everything at once, but target like certain groups of buildings. And I'm still working on it, might make it a little bit smarter in the future. Fischkatze. There's a Fischkatze.
That's the subspecies that likes water.
Apparently. So it just sounds like a catfish, and that's not a cat, but a fish. You can wash Onbu. Might be an idea. I guess.
And a slight poison resistance.
It's like petting with another extra thing.
The Ombu Beholder. What a name.
The Ombu Beholder.
Sounds majestic and fearful.
Very eyeball-y.
What does that mean?
Don't you know Dungeons and Dragons Beholder?
No.
It's just a floating eyeball with smaller floating eyeballs.
Oh.
Or they're not floating, they're attached to tentacles to a large eyeball. Oh, Ombu is getting kinda hungry again. No wonder we are in the desert, there's not much food. Can we activate this building? Is there no... Yes. No leftover workers. And enough Ombu food. Before he goes too hungry. Oh, let's just lean back and
Philo
watch the
just told me
animation.
that I spoiled something that people shouldn't know. But I'm not gonna say what it was. Yeah, it's not that bad.
And next time around, we just need a little Bible on what we can and can't say. Also for Twitch terms of service reasons. Let's do it again.
Okay.
No, there is no need.
We could also, yeah. I wonder if you.
You wander in village?
Yeah. I'm wonder in village. I don't know if it's a good idea actually, but if you use this building in a short period of time, it does hurt him more or something.
Yeah. Like the wound stays open.
Maybe yeah, because if you need something twice just in a row, you're gonna hit the wound.
Mostly just need more people.
Infection over time, yeah.
Here. Because then I can start making...
Oh yeah, next time.
And iron.
Next time I tell a spoiler, Philo will just poke me with this enforcer, with the Punisher. Oh no. Please don't.
2024, we all have to have them installed surgically into our necks.
The motivational support spike. Oops, somebody just was watching the stream and accidentally went from 20 to 6 villagers. Good luck, good luck to you.
Might make that an achievement when you survive by the skin of your teeth. We did that for the dare drop thing, but who remembers dare drop? I do.
Me too.
Yeah, but I don't think most people. Yeah, it was a streamer thing. We didn't have.
No. I don't think the general lead people will know about it, but the streamer themselves, I think medium-sized streamer will be interested.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got invited in WhatsApp to a new thing, communities. It's a new feature, apparently.
WhatsApp communities.
Hey, that said,
Yes,
time has come.
7.
Yeah. Thank you very much, people, for being here. It was not mainly today about just playing, but to show you all the stuff. I think in 3 hours we showed you a lot of things. There are still minor things that we didn't show you, but yeah, I think you get a good grasp of what's awaiting you in a couple of weeks, and then there will be the big update, but that's for the future to come. So thanks a lot, everybody. See you in the Discord.
Yes, be sure to, if you're interested, join the beta branch as soon as it's up. Keep an eye on the Discord.
I'm sure there will be a notification in Discord how to do it and such. So, yeah.
Then.
Thanks a lot. We will have a good rest of the day, I guess. It was a great
day. We hope you will have more fun with the Wandering Village. That would be nice.
I'll just get Ombu to actually close the chat.
Oh no, he's back.
So,
we have to stop the stream, otherwise he'll hurt us.
Goodbye. Stop.
Yeah, I will. Oh, where's my mouse? God damn, oh, my head. Ah, the OBS is open.